Welcome back to the Sorta Interesting podcast, everyone, and welcome back to our Deadliest Warrior series, where we are reviewing movies starring the deadliest warriors in movie history. And today we are rounding it out with The Gladiator. I'm very excited about that. My name is Christian Patam, and with me is the once and future king. He will give you nothing and take from you everything, and he will have his vengeance in this life or the next. Sir Myles Darling, how you doing, Sir Myles Darling?
Sir, what's like the sir equivalent in like Roman times? What was
Roman, that
like,
would be like
ancient Roman times,
God.
fucking.
You just do this to each other. You just shake
Yeah, you do that.
forearms, and you.
Or they do the Roman salute, which we cannot do.
Oh, one of the guys does that in this
He
movie,
does,
which I didn't
yeah.
even realize till I was watching it again. But Myles, I have a side podcast today. Okay, so as you
Doing
know,
good, by the way.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that. But as you know, God, man, your camera is so fucking crispy. I can't stop looking at you. Your fucking frame rate, Jesus Christ. But as you know, San Diego Comic-Con has been going on for the past like 3 days. Okay, and there's been some trailers released. I haven't even talked to you about any of these trailers that have been coming out. But I got 4 trailers that I want to watch today. One is Black Adam. Not looking forward to it. John Wick Chapter 4. Highly looking forward to it. Shazam, Fury something. Not really. Fury of the Gods. Yeah, not really looking forward to it, but I'll watch it anyways. And the last one is Black Panther. The new Black Panther. I forgot what it's called. It's called Wakanda Forever. Did you watch that trailer yet?
I think I have seen all of these trailers.
Oh, you've seen all of them.
Unless
okay.
you explicitly tell me not to.
No, that's okay. I didn't say anything, but I
Yeah.
did watch the Black Panther trailer. I was just too excited, but I haven't seen Black Adam. I haven't seen John Wick or Shazam, so I do want to get into that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to change this, and I'm going to change this screen here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a really close up. I really want to see your reactions this time. So let's go ahead and get to Black Adam. Really not looking forward to this either, but fuck, man. I'll do it anyways.
But a curse.
Can't hear it now.
You can't hear it. Okay.
I can't.
Born out of rage.
You're not looking forward to this?
No, not at all.
Interesting.
They keep trying to make Black Adam like some good guy, but he's a super evil bad guy. Like, I don't understand what they're doing here. But Pierce Brosnan, I'm not here for.
You have two paths.
I have a feeling that's where it's gonna go. It's got to. Like, if they wanna
Make him a good guy?
Look, dude, he's not gonna be a good guy. Fuck no.
The world needed a hero.
If DC wants to get in anybody's good graces, they'll recast Zachary Levi, and they will.
Got me.
I like Zachary
Black
Levi,
Adam.
though.
Man, you see, you and I, we'll talk about it.
Oh. Okay. Nothing like is enticing me about that. Like, does that do anything for you? Did that do anything for you?
Okay, so it's probably gonna be the opposite here, because nothing did it for me when I watched Shazam. Nothing at all. I don't.
The movie?
care
Yeah,
about-
I didn't really.
I love Shazam.
I love
him
Shazam too.
Shazam.
Yeah.
I love his in comics. Dude, but
He's the coolest fucking guy.
I just do not. Maybe it's because I like Zachary Levi. I love Chuck, dude.
Yeah.
Chuck, Yvonne Strahovski,
Charles, yeah.
straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on,
Your face is
I'm
so up close.
I'm a Charles stan. All right.
Yeah, you are. I haven't even watched that, but yeah, I would like to.
Great show. It's a great show. But that's I'm sure his acting chops. He's a funny guy. He's a good guy.
Should we just watch Shazam next? Because
Yeah, I just watched it
okay,
because
yeah,
it makes
since it's
sense.
gonna be connecting. So okay, here we go. Jesus, already kicking it off. All right.
I don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing?
Why does the CGI look such fucking trash,
There's
dude?
already a superhero with a red suit with a lightning bolt on it.
Oh no, Ezra.
Oh, boy.
So manly.
Problematic,
It's
man.
so cool, and I'm just me.
Kind of a cheater
just
too, huh?
like-
With the muscle suit. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I feel like a fraud.
Just not a naturally.
Get on the gear like
guy.
everyone else, you know?
Powers.
I don't buy it. You know. That's sick as fuck. I love that.
Shazam, yeah.
To fight crime?
And I liked the whole team
Whoa.
turning into.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
And I'm the only one trying to keep
remember
it
that.
together.
That's okay.
You understand I'm a pediatrician.
This guy's in fucking everything.
Yeah, He was in The Boys, remember?
Listen to me, Billy. The fate
Jaimin.
of the world depends on it. The daughter's about
Hey,
to
Gladiator.
Helen Mirren and fucking Lucy
Yeah.
Liu. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good casting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just I don't know who they are, but I just know that.
I don't either.
I love them.
I'm just here for whatever Helen Mirren's doing.
I might
She
not
is so
have as
good.
much experience as you because I'm not super old.
Dame.
like you.
That's Dame.
Dame, yeah.
Fast and
All right.
Furious movies, lady.
Sorry.
It's all about
Maybe a little too silly for me, you know? Because I like a serious Shazam.
I get it. He's a kid, you know.
I like that too, like the whole team turning into that. That's always pretty
will
cool.
not survive this.
I thought that I wasn't expecting that in the first movie. I thought that was gonna be something that would come later, you know.
Yeah,
But
You think I know how
that was
to
the
fix
best part of the
it, but I
first
really
movie
don't.
for sure.
yeah, probably.
Everyone can
Make it
it
good
good.
for sure.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's give it a chance.
Great, make it great, you know.
Now go fight for your family. Go fight for the world.
I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.
God damn it, DC. Can you do something right, like for once in your fucking life? That looks like trash as well.
Oh man, we talked about it before. They got the animated movies on.
Yeah, I mean that's
on
their
lock,
yeah,
bro.
that's their best.
bread and
Yeah.
butter.
But animated, I mean, Marvel's they're gonna be moving up there in the animated. They had a DC panel for all their animated stuff. They're gonna be having a Marvel Zombies, which is gonna be rated TVMA. So I'm like, okay, once we
Whoa,
start getting
interesting.
into that DC territory where there's blood and guts and cursing in these animated shows, that's when they're gonna start that's when it's gonna start getting good again. But let's get into this John Wick trailer. I have no idea what this is about. I don't
I think
know
that was
who's
the
in this
natural
movie.
progression, especially since our generation that grew up with it is getting older, and we want more fucking. That's why Star Wars just isn't hitting for me.
The table will never stop. You know this.
Whoa, 3 fingers.
Is that Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, that looks like yeah. I was gonna
Clancy
say,
Brown?
right? Yeah.
No one,
Oh,
not even you,
Skarsgård.
yeah. It.
can kill everyone.
Yo, this cinematography is. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, Donnie Yen, let's fucking go.
It's Donnie Yen?
Yes.
You ready, John?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta have a nightclub fight scene. It's not John Wick without a nightclub fight scene.
Yo, fucking swords, let's go.
Nunchucks?
Nunchuck. I don't give a fuck what's happening with that story, but goddamn, that little
Hey,
clip
look
was
at
fucking
that.
dope.
Look. What's next?
Perfect. I mean, we're gonna do a little bit of
Perfect.
Black Panther right here, but man, this fucking trailer, I'm so excited just to even watch it again because the first time I watched this,
Yeah.
it is so.
The music is so
Dude,
good.
are you
too.
fucking
Like, the
kidding
way
me?
it just,
And Lupita, oh my goodness, Lupita.
I know she is a
Lupita.
dime. That's dime Lupita,
Yeah.
okay? Dame Hill and dime Lupita.
I have such a massive crush on Lupita. Oh,
Yeah, not Shuri. Shuri.
no,
fuck out.
she almost ruined the whole fucking movie, Shuri.
Yeah, ruining the whole fuck. I don't want her to take the helm.
Dude, the shots in this are so sick too. Those shots of fucking Namor, oh my god, dude, it's so cool.
Oh my god, that's right.
Who's the singer, by the way? Is she the one in that new Future song with Drake that I will wait for you. I will
Maybe.
wait.
Maybe.
Sounds like
I
her,
don't know.
right?
Yeah.
The Cougs.
shit.
Yeah, that scene right there when he's turning around in that fucking headdress, that like Mayan headdress, that is so sick.
Namor. So they're introducing him here, huh?
I've been traveling around the world. This music is so fucking good,
They
dude.
never had like in Marvel. They never had like a water villain or water. Like,
This is him, yeah.
this is him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that shit.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world!
Oh, Lupita.
Kaluuya isn't in it. I can see
No,
him scheduling
yeah, that
conflicts.
sucks.
Nope. Whoa, was that Ironheart?
Yeah. That is so sick, dude. Dude, that scene right there, when he's dropping down on the throne, that is fucking dope.
When I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut.
Tell me what I think about it every time I hear that song. I think about just breaking your fucking car.
My fucking car, dude. From the
Every
Kia
time.
to the Toyota, it's I should love it, and I do.
It's just too much, but I will. Are you ready for? Do you want some like a little bit of spoilers about that? Because there was a leak on Reddit about about some of the plot points in this, but there is supposedly at the very end of this, spoilers. Get out of here if you don't want to hear this. But supposedly the end credits of this is supposed to have Doctor Doom in it, and that is supposed to connect like Fantastic Four and like mutants and stuff. So that's gonna be setting up eventually. They already announced it. They announced Secret Wars, Avengers Secret Wars in 2025. So Doctor Doom is the main villain in that, and if they introduce Doctor Doom now, that's gonna be setting up a whole fucking phase 5 and 6 for this. So it's gonna be
Because Doctor Doom, he set up that whole.
he set up the whole incursion thing with all the
yeah,
universes coming together into one. So yeah, that's supposed to be I think that's the last Avengers. No. Kang Dynasty.
Yeah,
is
that's
supposed to be the
that
last
one's the
one.
first one. Right?
Yeah, Secret Wars
Kang
is
is
first, and
May.
then Kang Dynasty is after. When they're only like 6 months apart, which is gonna be crazy. But
I saw that
Yeah.
much. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, whoa. So, who's gonna play Doom?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Oh
I
my
don't know. Yeah, I just saw that leak. Supposedly Lake Bell's supposed to be in the movie too, but yeah, supposedly
Nice.
Doom is gonna be Lake Bell. Good for Chris Rock. Shout out to Chris Rock. I guess her
What,
and,
really?
and Chris Rock are dating, so good for him. But
Whoa. Interesting.
that's gonna do it for our side podcast, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like to hear more content like what you just heard, you can donate to our Patreon at patreon.com/sortainteresting, where you can donate at the $1 level. And Myles, if the beautiful people would like to hear the back catalog of our podcast, where can they find us?
Find us at sortainteresting.com. That's where you're finding this podcast, all of our podcasts from the past. youtube.com/sortainteresting. We're everywhere that podcasts are available. The podcast app for Apple, Spotify, we're on SoundCloud. Follow us. Everything is on sortainteresting.com. All the links to all the stuff, and check out the link tree for Taryn Huskis
Taryn
in the
Huskis, yeah.
description. He is our music mixer, or the guy. He's the guy that does the music. He does the programs and the engineerings for the
Yeah, in the
musics,
last
the
podcast, if
producings.
you listen to the beginning of that, the audio is super clean, and that's because Taryn did some editing to it. I'm like, maybe I should get Taryn to just fucking, maybe I should hire him just edit all of our audio, because it sounded so clean in the beginning, and then later it's like, oh shit. Sounds like fucking trash after, but yeah, go check him out. Myles, let's get into some production details for Gladiator. Release date May 5th. 2000, Myles. My little boy Miles' 7th birthday. Do you remember what you did for your 7th birthday?
Oh man, try to jerk it. No,
7?
No, I was
Jesus.
not 7. I was. What was I doing when I was 7 years old in 2000?
What
I
grade
know
is 7?
5 is K, 6 is 1. Wait, 1 is
So
6.
what, like 2nd grade?
2nd grade? Yeah.
Wait, we
Second
could just
grade?
do the math. We graduated 2011, so
Oh come on, dude, do that to me, dude.
damn it. I was hoping you were gonna do the math for me.
Yeah, I was either in 1st grade or 2nd grade at this point. All right, let's.
How about
not-
this? What grade are you in at 7?
No. What is it?
Fuck you. Fucking God, I hate this thing. Not even the fucking internet. Oh, 2nd grade. Okay, 2nd grade.
Okay, I was in 2nd grade. I
Yeah.
was in 2nd grade.
Do you?
What did
That
you
was
think?
probably honestly, that was probably the first year where I remembered like almost everything that year.
Yeah, you became sentient that year, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Like like my mind came online. Oh, you know why?
Mm.
Because I had a block out first grade because I shit my pants that year. So
Oh,
I'm
dude,
pretty
I
sure.
shit my pants in
Yeah.
first grade
Ah,
also.
dude, we should have
Yeah,
shat
shit
our pants
brothers, dude.
together. But
We're
yeah,
shit brothers. We're poo
I'm pretty
brothers.
sure I blocked a lot of first grade out because of that. Dude, I sat with that shit in my pants for a long time too. Like, I didn't get caught all day until finally like after school because there was like an after school program thing that I stayed in. They're like,
Oh
"Yo,
man.
you smell like shit. What happened to you?" I'm like,
I
well,
remember
it is
I
shit.
do remember one thing in particular. I remember having my first crush on a teacher in second grade.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was
Which
my second
teacher?
grade teacher because I think we
Whoa,
shared
you had a
teachers.
crush on your own teacher. I've
Yeah,
only
I
had
think it
that
was
one. No, no, I haven't. I've had that multiple times, but I remember the first time it happened was in fourth grade. Yeah, she was pretty hot. God damn
I
it.
think that was when I was becoming sentient too, and I was like, "All right, yeah, so girls are not
Yeah, that's
icky,
that's when
but
you learn. Yeah.
I'm still considered gay if I like them. All right, so I gotta still keep a
Wow,
fucking.
crush on your second grade teacher. That's awesome.
I think I'm trying to remember what her name was,
My
but I
second
remember
grade
she was
teacher
tall and she was
sucked.
blonde. Well, she was tall to me. She's probably not that tall, but she obviously, when you're second grade and a little
Yeah.
boy, every woman is an
Oh yeah,
Amazon.
everyone's a monster to you. Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably not that, but in my head right now, she is. Yeah, she's amazing.
Isn't it just weird too, like thinking about how old teachers are now? It's like, wait, teachers are like
Yeah,
our age when it felt like they were like 40 years old. Like every time I had a teacher, it felt like they were
I
like
know,
40 or
right?
50, but they were probably in their late 20s or early 30s. Like, what the fuck? Like, that is
It's
so
insane
crazy
to
to
think
think. I
about
hate
because
thinking about that.
I don't like it either.
Because I can't fucking deal with that. If I was a goddamn teacher with those stupid kids, I'd be like, oh, fucking goddamn it. But yeah, that was your seventh birthday, so
That was my
congrats.
seventh birthday,
Happy
so
birthday.
I remember. Yeah, I like my teacher, and I don't remember I remember first watching this movie when I was man, I think I
Save that
was
for our initial thoughts. Just
oh
let
oh
me get through these real quick, real quick. Director, of course, the legend himself, Ridley Scott, right, known for Alien, my top 5 favorite movie of all time, Blade Runner, Black Hawk Down. Didn't even realize he did Black Hawk Down. Kingdom of Heaven, The Martian, and The Last Duel, most recently, which is a pretty good movie with Ben Affleck and what's his name, Jason Bourne. Fucking Matt
Matt
Damon.
Damon.
Yeah, it's actually pretty
Yeah.
good. Then writer Dave Franzoni, we already reviewed one of his movies, King Arthur, which is our first movie that we did in our Deadliest Warrior series. Budget, shockingly low, $103 million. That's
What?
what I'm saying, right?
Uh,
103 million for reference. Like an average
wow.
MCU movie today would be easily over 200 million. Like that trailer we just saw for fucking Black Panther. That's probably a 200,000 or $200 million budget right there. And to have this movie
At
at
least.
103 million, like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
costumes, with the
yeah,
set,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
with
How?
in
Who
2000 when nobody was doing this shit.
whoever was doing like their budgeting, their accounting in that team, like I need them on doing my taxes. But a box office of 460 million, putting it at number 2 for the highest grossing movie of the year 2000. Below Mission Impossible 2, which I was like, wow, the year 2000.
Interesting.
Mission
Wow.
Impossible 2, Ethan Hunt. Ethan fucking
You
Hunt.
should have killed me.
When he
That's what
rips off
said.
the fucking mask
Yeah.
and he's like crying underneath. And then it was above Castaway, which I'm sorry. Just what a great fucking movie. Above the and then
What a great
Castaway.
fucking year, man.
Um,
Whoa.
I think Tom
Holy
Cruise was also nominated, or not Tom Cruise. Tom Hanks was
Hanks.
nominated
He
for I think
was.
Best Actor that year. Lost to Russell Crowe for this movie, and then a runtime of 2 hours and 35 minutes, which
That's tough, man.
which
No, not the runtime. I mean,
oh
being Castaway and losing. Like I'm so I love
yeah,
Gladiator. I
I'm
love
torn too.
fucking
Yeah.
Russell Crowe. It's like but I also you and I, we have a soft spot for
I
both of these movies.
love Castaway. I fucking love it so much.
I
God.
know.
I
Yes.
still remember the last time I went to the dentist, the lady was like, "What do you want to watch? You want to watch Castaway?" I said, "I love Castaway," and the lady was like, "I love it too." And I was like, "Are we getting married right now? Are we vibing right now? This is awesome." But yeah, go ahead with your initial thoughts, Myles, of of Gladiator.
I just, a lot of my first for movies,
Yeah,
I remember watching was
tell me about your other
parents.
first, please.
Hey, we'll talk about that. We'll use this another podcast. For
Yeah,
that.
that's gonna be like a Patreon exclusive podcast, though.
Yeah, and I'll show you the
First.
position I was in. Oh,
I want a recreation.
yeah. It was just me laying down, pretty much.
What a good boy.
Let's see. A lot of my first for like the movies I remember when I was younger was like, especially like Saving Private Ryan. I vividly remember.
Yeah, that's
I-
one that scars
I cried.
you. Yeah.
I cried.
Oh man.
The first time I
Wow.
watched it in my parents or in the living room at my parents' house,
Oh jeez.
because they always had HBO. So I was fortunate enough to have HBO growing up, like all the time. My parents loved it. So I remember watching Gladiator for the first time on HBO.
By yourself
and-
or with your parents?
I would always watch it I was always watching movies by myself, just in the living room,
That's good. Yeah.
because they have this the home theater,
Yeah.
and yeah, I watched it by myself for the first time. I couldn't get through it by myself for the first time. I don't know. I was a little bitch when I was a kid. I didn't
No,
like
this is a lot
watching-
for a kid. Yeah. I
I
mean,
didn't
same
like
with
watching.
me.
I didn't understand the incest.
And it's
later.
long
I didn't
too, dude. It's
understand
2
a lot
hours
of
and
the-
35 minutes. Like, get a kid to sit there for 2 hours and 35 minutes.
That's
Good luck.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, I did sit through Saving Private Ryan though, and that's a long movie also.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know how I did that, and yeah.
Oh,
Anyways,
that's Tom Hanks.
that's
cool.
that's Tom Hanks. That's fucking everybody.
Yeah.
That's goddamn Matthew Damon. Come on.
Barry Pepper, that sniper, baby. Let's go.
Gio-
Yeah, Giovanni Ribisi,
Mm-hmm. Man, who was the
Vin Diesel. Are
Vin
you
Diesel?
fucking kidding me? It's got blood on it. Yeah.
Just give this,
Yeah.
give this to my dad.
Give it to my
please.
dad. It's got blood on it. Yeah.
It's got blood.
It's got blood on
He
it.
said, "Shut up."
It's got fucking Elliot from E.T. in it. Yeah.
We can fucking keep going. That's right. It does.
Yeah, it's got
It has the
Tom Sizemore. It's got a crazy cast. Yeah.
the what was that movie? The Jewish Hammer or something like that. The
I don't know.
Hanukkah. No, the Dreidel. I don't know. It was the guy that was that got stabbed slowly.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
yeah,
Yeah. That was.
it
Oh,
was-
God, don't remind me of that scene. Jesus
don't like-
Christ.
Oppum. Fuck. Anyways, we're getting off track here. So yeah, so I remember the first time I watched this, I just immediately felt I love ancient Roman culture.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I love ancient Greek, and the ancient Romans are a Greek DLC, and I'm all for it. Like if you think about it,
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
they came from. And I mean, I even attest, dude. Roman
Oh yeah, look at you. Yeah,
gods.
exactly.
I love it. I love the architecture. I love the costumes. I love just the time. I don't know. It looked great. They killed Jesus. Amazing.
There's a reason why they were the biggest empire, to ever live. It was just they were the coolest,
They're just-
Everybody
they
wanted
just
to
had
be
that
them.
Swag, bro.
Everyone wanted to be them. Yeah.
They had fucking sewer systems. Come
Oh,
on.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
The
they
first
had-
to
they-
properly clean their butts, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine paying somebody, having somebody in your home to wipe your ass,
Yeah.
wash your butt. Like that's probably where I'm all for that. So yeah, it's needless to say, I love this movie ever since the first time I watched it, and I will continue loving this movie till the last
Absolutely.
time I watch it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I wasn't even close to watching this in the movie theaters. Yeah, we were 7 years old, so definitely
No.
not. But again, my origins with this movie begin at my uncle's house, just like the last movie that we did. But I don't exactly remember watching it for the first time, but I do remember loving it and wanting to watch it, again and again. But my uncle's ex-wife at the time, when I was that age, she would not let me watch it. When I was at their house, she was like, "It's rated R." Yeah,
That's why she's an ex-wife.
Exactly. That's what I fucking said. I went to my uncle. I said, "Hey, get rid of this bitch, all right? Because I want to watch this movie." And he said, Say no more. Yeah, yeah,
Say
yeah.
less,
And he
fam.
said,
He said, "Say less, fam."
he said, get out of here. My nephew wants to watch this movie. He's gonna watch whatever he wants. And then as a child, the only thing I cared about was the action. I had no idea really what was going on with the story, but yeah, some of the greatest action sequences we've ever seen in movie history in this movie. But it wasn't until way later that I actually recognized the artistic achievements of this movie. And in my opinion, it's probably a near perfect movie, one of the greatest movies of all time, starting with the cinematography is just so fucking good, dude. It's like just to look at everything that they depict in Rome, the battlefield, like the coloring of this, it's a 22-year-old movie, but it looks like it could have been made like last year. It could have been made today.
Yeah, aside
It
from
looks
some
so fucking
CGI
good.
shots that we
Yeah.
get, and
Towards the
another,
end, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But most of it fucking holds up, man. It looks so good still, and something that I'm just noticing on with my last viewing of this, the costuming and set design of this. Holy shit, you just said it, like how the Roman costumes that they had is just, it completely immerses you unlike any other like Roman Empire period piece that we've ever seen. Like there's not much environmental wise, like a lot of that was CG, but the indoor shots where you could just see like the rooms that they're in, like it looks like it's been lived in, you know what I mean? Like just the interior stuff where they have like drapes and stuff everywhere, and they have like little like trinkets and little statues everywhere.
There's always a fire. There's always
there's
like,
always a candle
lit
somewhere.
because there's no natural light like that,
But that part where they're like in the tents with all the candles, I'm like, dude, if one fucking drape of these just like lights up, you're all dead. There's no getting out of there. So
yeah, you're gone. You're gone.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And it bears repeating that the cost for the Emperor in particular.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Well, I
I
took a bunch of screenshots, and we're gonna be looking through those as we go through the rundown here. But
yeah, I know you're talking.
yeah.
It's right here,
Dude,
the little
the fucking
things
just
right there
the
with
layers. That's all I gotta say. Layers of costumes and colors in this. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. It is so beautiful. And then finally the greatest achievement of this movie, I say, is the acting with just an all-star lineup. We got going from worst to best here. Jaimin Hunsu, didn't even realize how jacked he was this entire
Boy
time.
was thick.
Dude, his entire
Yes.
career, he's been jacked his entire life, being an excellent hype man throughout this entire movie to Maximus. But
Excellent specimen.
one of the worst haircuts you'll ever see in your life, though. Sir Richard
help it.
Harris. Yeah, he can't help it. I guess he did.
Yeah.
No barbers back then. Yeah, Sir Richard Harris. I didn't even.
the letter.
I forgot that he was in this. I totally
I forgot too, dude. I forgot too. It was amazing. Marcus Aurelius.
It's just been so
Oh.
long since I've seen him. Yeah, Dumbledore himself just had, dude. I was looking through his IMDb after watching this. An amazing 3-year run he had. So this was Gladiator in 2000. 2001 was Sorcerer's Stone. 2002, Chamber of Secrets, and that same year, The Count of Monte
Count of
Cristo.
Monte
I'm
Cristo,
like, what the
baby.
fuck? Those 3 years were amazing for him, and then he passed away in 2004. But what a way to end your life, huh? Just those 3 fucking just hits, 4
Bro,
hits
he
right
was
there.
just knockout
Yeah.
punch after knockout punch.
And he was like 70, 80 years old, just doing work. And then, yeah, I mean, what was I saying here? Him as Marcus Aurelius was just the most perfect casting choice in this whole movie for me. He was fucking perfect as that, and it completely immersed me with every syllable coming out of his mouth. Then Connie Nielsen as Lucilla. Haven't seen her in a long time either. Forgot she was in this. I was just in constant fear for her life the entire time watching this movie.
Yes.
Like, I have so much anxiety for her character every time I watch this. Like, it's hard to watch sometimes, like those scenes that she's in, especially at the end when she gets like super emotional. It's like, God, man, it's hard to watch sometimes.
That's just a testament to, honestly, I think that's a testament to Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The way he played.
He's so scary.
This put him on the map. I want to say this is like that. I love this was
Child
like,
actor.
When I think of
Joaquin Phoenix,
Joaquin,
but yeah,
when I think of him, I think of this movie. I think of him as the what was his name?
Commodus.
Commodus. I think of Commodus, and that's you have that one when somebody says an actor's name or an actress's name,
Sure.
you automatically go to a movie or a series that they're affiliated with that you remember, and this is it for me.
Well,
Same with Russell Crowe. This Gladiator for me for Russell
yeah.
Crowe.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect segue to my final point here. We got the two biggest fucking monster performances in history: Russell Crowe as Maximus, Joaquin Phoenix as Commodus. In my opinion, it's Joaquin Phoenix who steals the show in this. I think Russell Crowe's pretty good, but it's Joaquin Phoenix. His fucking range in this is so goddamn good. Ever since I was a kid, though, it's just completely fascinated with him and his performance. Am I not merciful? Am I not merciful? I'm like, goddamn, dude.
God, right?
And he's grabbing her face, just fucking yelling at her, dude.
Dude, that scene, like, I got goosebumps watching it again.
Yeah,
Like, you
it's
don't
so good.
That's something so great about watching a movie.
I have some news for you,
when you're
though.
older.
The Oscars 2000. He was completely fucking robbed, dude. If I could go back in time,
no best supporting.
he was nominated, but he lost. I'm like, how? He lost to Benicio del Toro in his role in Traffic, which we're not even talking about. Traffic? Who the fuck talks about Traffic anymore?
Are you talking about Timothy De La Ghetto right now? No, that's the only Traffic I'm aware of.
Yeah,
That and the fucking 405, 55, the 5, the 91. 105, 110. I can keep going.
Just say just the 5 is just don't ever don't. But yeah, if I could go back in time to the year 2000, I would murder every single person in that room at the
710?
Oscars for not nominating fucking Joaquin, like one of the biggest robberies in movie history. For him not to win that, it blew my mind. I had no idea because I was looking through his IMDb. I was like, he had to have won for this. Like, there's no fucking way that Russell Crowe won for Best Actor and Joaquin not win for Best Supporting Actor. But he was robbed. I don't understand, you know. But Myles, let's go ahead and get into a rundown. It's a pretty long movie. I tried to condense it as much as I can, but it's you know, I want to give it its due because there's so many good scenes in this that
you do.
Oh yeah.
And I don't mind talking about this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a long time. I think we already are aware of the impact and where it's going to be ranked. But we'll get to that when we get there. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about while we were going through the actors, the actor who played Proximo. Proximo. He actually died during the
and there's a lot of his scenes at the end were CG, and I honestly kind of like put that out of my mind because I never really noticed it, and I tried my best this time to see it, and I definitely saw it, but they did such a good job of disguising it. Like, it's really good.
I was gonna say I didn't notice it until I read that fact before this last time watching it, and then you really see it, especially when we get to that scene where he gives him the keys at the end, the last scene that he had. You definitely see it there, but before that,
and they
like,
reuse some shots too.
Yeah.
That part at the end where he's getting stabbed and he just says, "Shadows and dust." That's the same. That's the same scene that they did earlier in the movie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it makes sense, you know.
But I thought it was perfect. Like I think they did it the right way. Like, I didn't really notice it. It didn't affect anything. It was pretty good. Yeah. I'm sure they had to do rewrites, but you know, it turned out well.
You sold me queer giraffes.
Queer giraffes. Yeah.
Queer giraffes just walk around.
He grabs his fucking and that was, by the way, I was reading a trivia about that. He was talking to the actor, the guy who from the Mummy, the first Mummy movie.
Yes.
He was like, "Are you a method actor? Because I'm really gonna grab your nuts." And again, the actor said, "Yep, do it." So he was really grabbing his nuts in that scene. So I'm like, oh god,
fuck, dude, I would too. Hell yeah. If I'm an actor, I'm going all out. I don't know shit.
I did a break.
You know, just be careful, okay? Just like, you know, you gotta know that there's a fine line between never having kids again and, you know, just having some playful
up. And like the sound effects that it makes too, it sounds like walnuts like cracking. I'm like, oh god, what's wrong with your balls, dude?
Yeah, your balls have bones in them. We open in Germania, 180 AD, and AD was an Anno Domini or something.
Anthony Davis,
Anthony Davis. Yeah, he's doing a 180 right now.
Is that what it stands for? Anno?
I don't know.
I always thought it was just after death. Maybe that was just me, you know.
Well, that would make no sense because there'd be a fucking like 20 or 30-year gap between before Christ and after death that we just don't account for. If it meant after death, that doesn't make sense. No idea. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not that. It's a Latin term that is signifying after BC, basically, when it gets
so
to
when did that end, the AD stuff?
I don't know. I don't know when that ended.
I think Matt just walked through the door. He closed
was
it.
him?
Yeah.
Um,
He could come in.
I think it started at 1. Yeah.
One?
Obviously, it started at 1. It had to, because
don't
where's
fuck-
that gap in time? Never mind. Anyways,
I hate that.
Germania, 180 AD. Look it up on Google Maps. Yeah, it's probably not there because it's old. Matt, you can come in. Yeah. Okay. So that's Matt. He's gay. No, I'm just kidding. He has a wife, I think. We are introduced to Maximus, played by Russell Crowe. And if you guys aren't aware of Russell Crowe,
You know,
I don't know.
he was in our last podcast. When we reviewed Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah,
He was
and
Zeus.
He's a great actor. He's from Australia. He's from down under.
Kind of a dick though. He's kind of a dick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what?
A
Actors are
little bit
dicks.
of a prima donna, that guy. Yeah.
That's all right. You know what? That is okay by me. I'll give some people passes and I won't give others passes. That's me. That's me being contradictory to myself, or like, I don't care. Because I love him in this movie and I loved him in The Other Guys. Great movie.
Yeah. He's getting that. What
He
else is
also
he
loves
good
you
in?
who like I do.
He's good in like
Oh,
Confidential.
Cinderella Man.
Cinderella Man. Yeah.
Another. Oh,
Which one? The one I didn't like was the one where he does the math. What is that called? Beautiful Mind. I didn't like that movie.
you don't like that?
Nah,
Oh man,
nah.
I love that. Her
Not for me.
and with Jennifer Connelly in there.
Yeah.
What else was I? God, there was a great movie that he was in that Master and Commander.
Oh my god. What a fucking fantastic movie that is. Holy shit, that is a good movie. That's one of my favorite movies ever. It is. We got to do a review for that for sure one day. That's going to be. That is such a good movie. God. Best like
Great movie. Damn it.
pirate ship movie ever. I don't even know what
is.
kind of genre that is. It's like his own genre. I don't even know what that is.
It's a great genre. That's the genre for the next series that we're going into. That's the Pirates of the Caribbean genre.
Maybe should we just include that in there at the end of that? Since we're only doing 3 movies, maybe we could do that at the end. We'll see.
Maybe, yeah. Oh man, Matt asked if I wanted sushi like 20 minutes ago.
What is he? He's not gonna eat sushi. What is he gonna eat?
Like no, he gets. They go for this pho and sushi spot. And he gets like pho or
pho and sushi.
Gyoza. He'll get like gyoza or
is it good though? What place?
I don't remember, but it's
Jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing though. You know. So, is it good sushi?
True. Yeah, last time if it's the same place, then yeah. Okay. It is. I'm asking if it's too late. Anyways, so yeah, Russell Crowe, great actor. I love him. Probably shitty person. Can't confirm that. That's fine.
It's okay. We don't have to deal with him.
That's
it's other people have to
Maximus,
deal with him.
On the battlefield, we see massive numbers. He's about to order.
It's pretty, hold on. Yeah, I mean it's pretty. You go ahead and do that, but it's crazy to see the amount of fucking soldiers that they have on the field. Because when they zoom out, you see everybody, and it's just this one general that they have. It is Maximus. I'm like, how do you pass messages to each other? How do you know when to start walking? How do you know when to attack? Like, there's no way anybody could hear you.
Like in the Patriot. The drummers are the ones who passed along, and in Last Samurai,
that's why they had drummers.
Drummers would keep cadence for marching, and they would also boost morale, and they would also send messages. So they were sending messages across the lines to other.
Dude, imagine they were like, "Hey, my drummer against your drummer. Let's handle this the proper way, okay? Drum off right in the middle of the field."
You got fucking.
He said, "Come on." He said, "Come on."
They're throwing powder on the other fucking shit.
Just fucking.
I just think a drum line the whole time. So same thing in Last Samurai.
Orlando Jones, when he turns around, he's like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on with this?" Yeah, he's like talking to someone. He's like, "What the fuck? What's going on with this shit?"
Yo, that's a sick beat. Same thing in like Last Samurai when the guy. Remember they had the flag or the little
okay.
There was like a fan with a different color, and they would signal to other people. That's that's how it worked in war.
Okay.
I don't know how it
Interesting.
happened in 300. That's how they would relay the message. But yeah, I
Okay.
think that this design, like where they're at, the snow, like you feel the grit. Like
It's
there's
dirty.
certain
It's
war scenes.
disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain war scenes that you get in movies where it's like, I'm not buying it. Everything's too clean. It looks like it smells okay, which it would not
It
at a
looks
battle.
scary. Like it's
Yeah.
dark. Like it's
People look
foggy in the
tired,
forest. Yeah.
hurt. I feel the pain. I feel like it's just like it's so dreary. That's like typical like Europe, like the London you think about or something like that, where it's just dreary and snowy and it's I don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
So
if we could talk about this opening scene for 1 second, we see Maximus kind of daydreaming in that opening scene, right, where it opens with him, like kind of thinking about home, and his mind's not really on the battle, and then he's and it's all just in his face, in his emotions, where he's looking at the battlefield and he's like, fuck, I'm still here, like this sucks. And he looks at the bird, it flies away, and he's like, oh, little bird, that's nice. And then he looks back down again, and he's like back to reality, like fuck, we're in this fucking shitty war right now. Yeah.
I just saw I don't know if you saw the video on that particular scene, that specific
I
scene.
think that scene was like ad-libbed like that day or
That
whatever.
well, so when Ridley Scott and Russell Crowe met and they were beginning filming
Yeah.
this scene. This is what
Filmed in
set the tone,
chronological order, by the way, all of this, so that's pretty
right?
crazy. Yeah.
Excuse me. So they had this scene filming, or he filmed this scene, and he told Russell Crowe, he said, "I want you to do this. I want you to take a look at the battlefield." Or this, I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Look at the battlefield, then you see this bird, and you just wander off with the bird, but then you come back to the realization that you're at a battle. They did that one take, and he said, and Ridley Scott said to Russell Crowe, "We're gonna do just fine together."
Oh wow, one
Yeah.
take Russ is what
So
they
that
call
was
him.
it.
Wow,
That
one
was it.
take Russ, and that was that acting is just so hard to do with no dialogue, just all emotion in the face. It's like
In the
fuck,
face. And you
so
know,
difficult.
if you're like me, you've done acting in your like when you're by yourself. You're like, dude,
Oh,
I'm
I
a
love it.
great
I love it.
actor.
I
I'm a
love to
great
do
actor.
that. Yeah.
And then I look in the mirror and I try to do the same. I'm like, I'm not replicating any of these
No.
emotions.
Yeah.
It's all fabricated in my head. I think I'm making these emotions to convey those with your face the first time. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't.
That's
Good
great.
luck.
Yeah, that's a seasoned actor. Yeah. Sure. But before we carry on, I want to take a look at Maximus's outfit in this scene.
Let's do it.
His general outfit right here. Let me switch to
With the fur.
yeah, oh my god, dude. Let's switch to this. I'm going to change this window here. Change that. You could see what I just Googled for age 7. How old you are. But here we go. Yeah, it's a shitty picture. But we could see a little, you could see his outfit from a far away angle here. Let's do a little close up here. I just want to say, if this was a video game, if Gladiator was a video game, this would be a legendary skin. Like this
Yeah.
outfit is so fucking hot right here.
This is like when I think of the Gjallarhorn.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah, that
is
same
like-
color scheme, dude.
This is the same type of armor that I want to be holding a Gjallarhorn with.
Dude, he's got like the white underneath with the silver like engraving on it. He's got the
Look at
armor on
the
top
sword.
of it.
Look
But
at the
yeah,
handle.
the hilt is fucking dope. But my favorite part is the fucking wolf pelt on his shoulders.
Yes.
Like that is a super power move right there. When you killed a wolf and you're wearing that motherfucker around your shoulders and you're leading an army, it's like you're the fucking guy. But yeah, this is his legendary skin. This is awesome. I
Yeah,
love
this
outfit.
is his legendary skin. I love it.
Look at all the colors in it. It's just fucking fantastic, man. That whatever this like white, this like off white is that everyone wears in this movie, that it's almost like a marble statue kind of white. Like that is the best. Like that represents everything Roman Empire to me. That whatever that off white is, that's that prime Roman Empire shit right there.
Mm-hmm. That prime. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I'm getting
Uh-oh.
feedback. Not feedback. Echo. God damn it. Hold on. This is an issue. Okay, sorry. Then we get Maximus after this whole. Oh no, wait, we haven't even got to that part. On the battlefield, we see massive numbers of the Roman legion. Legion, like that word in its own.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't know why I love
Mock of the
legion.
Legion.
The greatest military power the world has ever seen.
Ever seen. They own the whole fucking just Western world. Just amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
Maximus meets with his right-hand man Quintus.
Fucking
who-
Quintus, that fucking
He's a
snake. That
bitch,
motherfucker, dude.
Who you didn't redeem yourself. You didn't
No,
you didn't
he
earn that
tried to,
redemption at the
but
end. Fuck that.
he immediately execute that man. Fuck that guy.
Fuck, I know. I'm
When he was like, "Hey,
like-
we're cool, right?" At the end, like,
Yeah.
like look what I did, right? And like, no,
look at that. I told them not to give you them
Yeah.
a sword. But I watched him stab you. Yeah.
He did nothing. Fuck that.
Also, you know what? He was, I don't know. I guess he was the epitome. He's the definition of, doing anything to get by. He really was.
I mean, what are you gonna do? He's probably gonna die too if that
it's
happens.
hard to, exactly. It's hard to like judge him when
Yeah.
he's like, yo, I was about to die. You don't even realize what these motherfuckers about to
I mean, he
do to
could
me.
have been like, "Hey, Maximus, this is gonna happen. You, me, the rest of our guys. Let's just
now
fuck
this is
this guy."
happening.
Yeah.
So, well, now this is happening, okay?
He could have given him a heads up. He commands that army. Like they could have teamed up at least.
Yeah, they could have, but fuck them. Uh. Oh shit! Hold on. I just lost. What is this? Okay. All right. Sorry. Maximus speaks was right by man Quintus, which I always said Qantas, like the airline. Oh yeah, in that picture, Quintus was the one with the head wrap. He was like in 300. He was like that version of the fucking. Anyways, across the battlefield, we're introduced to their enemies, the barbarians of Germania.
Dude, and this scene as a kid scared the fuck out
Yeah,
of
me
me.
too.
When they're fucking when they're screaming in the forest and it's echoing throughout the fucking through the whole forest, and that guy with the head cut off goes running through. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I thought it was like a headless horseman situation. I was like, what is this? Is he a ghost? What is happening here? And then that guy comes out, and he fucking throws the fucking head. I'm like, dude, this is scaring the shit out of me. But I do love that part where Quintus is like, why are they fighting? People should know when they're conquered. And then fucking what's his name? Maximus just looks at him. He's like, would you, Quintus? Would I? Like, come on. They're fighting for their fucking lives right now. And this is this is supposed to be the last stronghold in Germany before, Rome takes over that whole country. So it's like they're really fighting for their country, their whole lives right here. So of course they're gonna be fighting to the death.
I know. It's literally, and they look like barbarians, but you kind of sympathize with them. You're like, oh fuck.
They look dirty though. Yeah, they look.
They
gross.
do look dirty. Yeah.
It's dirty. Yeah.
They remind me of from King Arthur.
Yeah. The wounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what. Yeah, I'm sure they're trying to do the same thing in that movie. That's
Yeah,
what
they
it was,
had to have, right?
Yeah.
The barbarians of Germania. Maximus rubs the dirt in his hands.
Dude,
Gives
one of
us the
that rubbing
one of
the dirt
his-
in it is so fucking badass, and it's so iconic. I can't tell you how many times I have done that as a kid, but quickly realize how just fucking gross that is.
Yeah, you're like,
disgusting.
"Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
so
helping me at
gross. Yeah. And I'm
I
like,
would do that.
and I'm eating stuff after, and I'm like, I'm putting stuff in my mouth. I'm like, this is fucking gross. But he does that. Yeah, oh yeah, of course. But he looks at Quintus and he says, "At my signal, unleash hell." I'm like, fuck yeah, let's fucking go.
He does that strength and honor.
Strength and honor. Yeah, they do that. The forearm, strength and honor.
Just goes off with his own group. That's the whole talking about when he does the the hand in dirt. I remember
Yeah.
at the gym, trying to do that, just like putting
I like
put
how he
some chalk
smells
in
it.
there and just doing like, yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Mm.
Ah, man. And I'm like, yeah, it really signifies like him getting grounded.
Yeah, that's like,
It
I'm ready to do
he's
work right now. Let's do this. Let's get our fucking hands
because he
dirty.
does that throughout the movie, and he does it at
I
the different points
love
where
it.
he's at like a major where he's like, all right, I'm one with the dirt, I'm one with
For
the earth.
sure.
This is me, and just I'm honed in. This
That,
is him getting honed in.
if he had Twitter back then, he'd say hashtag Daddy's gotta go to work, and then hashtag Daddy's gotta go to work. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
And he'd take a picture of his hands and just
There's-
hashtag Daddy's gotta go to work.
Hashtag daddy's gotta go. Hashtag fuck your 9 to 5. Maximus meets with his guys in the forest and gives them one of the greatest battle speeches.
Dude,
of all
Russell
time.
Crowe, his yelling voice in this whole movie is so iconic. And that final speech that he gives, or this final line of this speech here, that he says, "What we do in life echoes in eternity." And I'm like, dude, if that shit doesn't make you want to get up and break something, like you're just a lost cause. Like I can't be your friend. And I'm pretty sure, I think LeBron James has that like tattooed on his arm. What we do in life echoes in eternity, which is pretty cool. Yeah,
Damn.
I love that
Damn.
saying.
Well, I mean that makes sense for him. Someone who's gonna be remembered, and
Of
we
course,
just talked
yeah.
about that.
If someone like me got it, be like, great. What am I doing? Like, there's nothing.
You're just tattoo artist is like,
It's gonna be the smallest echo ever.
yeah, the tattoo artist is like, I'm not gonna do that. I can't. You don't.
The
Who?
tattoo artist would be like, who are you? Wait, who are you? What's your name?
I feel like tattoo artists shouldn't tattoo that if they don't know who you
Yeah.
are. Okay.
Yeah, you don't deserve
Before
it,
ever
for
meeting
sure,
you.
yeah.
So yeah, you don't deserve that. That's yeah. All right. I'm gatekeeping. The battle begins. Arrows and fire engulf the entire fucking battlefield.
Again,
it's
the
actually
budget.
a really good.
How is
Yeah.
this only 103 million? Like that whole budget could be this whole first fucking opening scene right here.
I see too, like when it's in a wooded area, you kind of like get away with a lot. You get away with the scale.
Sure,
It looked
sure.
massive, but you have all these trees, you have these like wooded, you have all this cover and all this stuff. Like
You could
a
cheat
lot,
it.
you can cheat with a little bit of people seeming like a lot of people, and then a lot of echoing voices, a lot of the sounds of swords clanking together and arrows just go. You can get away with a lot, so it seemed bigger than it probably was, and they did a good job with that. Maximus and his guys flank from their blind slide side, and Maximus goes off on a killing streak. He
And
does
Maximus yelling too, riding into battle. Hold the line! Hold the line! And
hold the line
Roma Victor! When he like
with me.
when he fucking hops over that fire,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, let's fucking go.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hold the line!
Just say that. Yell that to
Yeah.
me in bed. Hold the line.
Hold the line. I can't.
Rome walks away with the victory. If you ever needed that visual, that's right there for you, by the way.
Yeah.
Rome walks away with the victory, and Marcus Aurelius sighs. Marcus Aurelius is the emperor of
Yeah.
Rome. He is this generation Caesar.
Why is that guy out there? Like, put him like way out. Like, he's too close to the battle. Like,
Yeah, he is way too close. A stray
Yeah.
arrow is just
Oh, yeah.
asking to enter his tent. Like a straight bullet. it just-
him sighing though is like pretty funny because it's like, thank God, like my holes are safe tonight. Like, I'm not getting fucking raped by these barbarians. Like, he's like, thank God.
Is that what you think barbarians do? Just rape and pillage?
Well, you
Because
never
you're
know.
right.
You never know.
Yeah, you never. Rumors are rooted in some truth. So yeah,
His
probably.
outfit was hot though. Also,
Yeah, it was.
when
That
he's on
purple?
that, he's got that hood on. He's got his armor on. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking sick.
He reminds me of like the wizard
Yeah,
in like a group.
Yeah.
Like
He could
His
be a
show.
Merlin type character for sure.
yeah.
I mean, he was a wizard, so
Yeah, he was a
fucking-
fucking
yeah,
wizard. One of the
Dumbledore,
greatest
yeah.
of all time. Goddamn. Rome walks away with the victory. Marcus Aurelius sighs in relief, and you can just see Marcus is like he's old.
He's
Like,
old, yeah.
man.
Well, in
To
they had
make
that little crawl in the beginning with the text. It was like a 12-year war in in Germania. So he's probably like, fucking thank God. Let's get the fuck
Thank
out of here,
fuck.
man. Let's go
Thank
home.
fuck.
Yeah.
And great and Rome's greatest general led them, and
Yeah.
that's who that's who Maximus is. Uh, cut to a traveling caravan while we're introduced to Marcus Aurelius's children, the emperor's kin, Lucilla, played by Connie Nielsen, and Commodus, played by the one and only Joaquin
Joe
Phoenix.
Walken. But yeah,
Joaquin.
this relationship with Lucille and Commodus, you said it before, it really confused me as a kid. Like
It did. I didn't understand
I
it.
had no idea what incest was. I had not even the like a slightest clue of what the idea of incest was. So very strange to me. And even,
For a while there, I thought Lucius was what's their king.
yeah, it's very confusing as kids.
For a
Yeah,
while there, yeah.
even still, it's so uncomfortable at all times with these two. Like and I'd imagine it's purposely like so. Like take a look at Commodus's outfit and that amazing color that he has. Let's see the purple that he
Cut
has.
to it.
His fucking his like that's just his like beginning outfit. Like that's not even his emperor outfit yet. But let's see. This is in. Let's go to that. Go live.
They did such a great job with their costume design.
But yeah,
Look at this.
that fucking look at that gold and purple, like purple, the color of royalty, of course. So yeah, he looks fucking amazing. Look at this. Look
Oh
at that
my
fucking
God,
his shoulder
dude.
pads and that I'm telling the layering. I'm telling you, it's the layering that really puts it all together. Because
That just like that white and gold
fantastic.
arm
dude.
that just hanging, just that layered underneath, right?
Yeah, like his
Again,
arms.
it-
Like how many fucking cloaks
attention to
does he have
detail.
underneath that thing? And even,
even
just
down
that
to
little
the
neck
straight
thing.
the barber fucking
Yeah.
paper towel they put around your neck right there. That is just
I need that. I get a sweaty neck. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely need that. But man, that is such a cool outfit. Like whoever the costume designer was, if they didn't win any Oscars, fucking just destroy that whole academy. Just fucking.
Amazing.
There's no goddamn way they should
When
win every
he's
award.
addressing the Senate, when he's
We're gonna get to that. Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god. I'm a sucker for costumes, man. For great costume design. Like I said, Joaquin Phoenix playing Commodus, the son of the Emperor, aka the next in line. They talk about how their father is old and dying. They being Lucilla and Commodus, who are traveling to the battlefield.
The battle.
in
Yeah.
Germania.
Taking their fucking sweet time.
Sweet ass
also,
time.
Yeah.
Sweetest time. She even said it. I think she said
Like
it's
2
like
weeks. It's like
yeah,
that's
it's already
disgusting.
been 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then there's more to go.
You know how
Uh,
bad it must smell in that wagon? 2 weeks in a wagon? That's fucking gross, man. There's no water.
I-
No running water.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I think about that too, and then I think about like, well, you know how you just get used to your own brand. You just get used to the surroundings. Like,
Yeah.
I work at a job in Huntington Beach at OC Sanitation. That's where all the shit goes.
Oh no. Oh.
It stinks, but then you start getting used to it.
Yeah. I'm sure you do it during that day, and then when you come back though, the next morning, it's probably like, oh fuck. Like
Yeah,
here
it
goes
is.
again.
Oh yeah, during the day you're just like, oh okay, this
Yeah.
is yeah, I don't even smell. And then when you leave the site to get lunch, and then you come back and you're like, oh
Oh.
fuck, I'm not even hungry anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I imagine it's like that, but just all the time. You're
With
always
everyone,
You're
yeah.
acclimated to it. Like working out in the high altitude. You know, you're working next to shit all the time. Anyway, okay. Commodus is cocky and thinks he will be named Caesar next. The next Caesar being the next ruler of Rome, which his father is right now.
Pizza.
Yeah, pizza. Marcus and Maximus meet on the battlefield to celebrate their victory, and right away we can see how close the two are. They're just like,
Yeah.
he's like, damn, that Spaniard ass,
Buddy. Yeah. All up in your face, man.
buddy. Marcus tells him this is the final war, and Maximus asks to go back home. He's like, if anybody's earned his freedom, it's Maximus, the greatest general that Rome has ever seen. Commodus catches up with them, but Marcus he's like,
I fucking
I like
yeah.
how he goes to fucking like hug him. Father.
And he's
Father.
like, all right, man. All right. You know, he's like, grab my arm. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to go home, dude. I'm fucking tired. And then,
He's like, you know what?
also, Commodus was like, this is a great victory. I'm going to sacrifice 100 bulls in your honor. And he's like,
Yeah.
save the bulls on a Maximus.
On a Maximus.
On a Maximus. Save the bulls.
Oh, man, every time I watch this too, I'm just like, oh, just be like, all right.
Yeah,
Just
like, dude,
don't
calm down.
calm the fuck down. It doesn't need to be like this.
He's so like in there. He's like, guys, let's go fucking hang out, man.
Dude, I'll fucking slaughter that guy over there right now for you, Dad.
It's
Dude,
like
tell me
Michael
what to do.
Scott when they're playing that fucking my turn.
My turn.
Then Jan is like, whoa, just fucking calm down, Michael.
Relax,
Yeah.
all right, relax. We're all here together. Comics catches up with them, but Marcus just shrugs him off and leaves.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
Commodus
going home, dude.
clearly has resentment for Marcus because he's like the son that he's like the brother that he never wanted. Marcus and Maximus's close relationship. I mean, they were at war together for fucking
Yeah,
12
and he
years
just
at this
got
point.
there. It's like, bro, where you been? Oh yeah, because even Marcus Aurelius was like, you've missed the war. Like you're
Yeah.
not even
He's like, "Where's the wall? I missed it."
Like,
He's like, "Where's the wall?"
You
The wall.
fucking missed it all,
Father.
bro.
He's like, "Yo, that shit's gone, bro." Maximus attends an after party and is introduced to Senator Gaius and Falco.
What a great
not-
name.
Yeah, Falco Punch. Who talk about some political bullshit, but Maximus wants nothing to do with politics. Like,
All the political jargon in this, I'm like, I still don't understand it. It's been fucking 20 years, and I'm like, I hate politics. I can't stand that shit.
it makes sense, of why they want,
It just comes
supposed-
down to emperor versus senate. That's all it is. It's do you
Yeah.
want one guy ruling or do you want a whole senate ruling? So
Yeah,
they
you
could have
want
just
people that
yeah.
are constituents of the people that they rule over, like the people elected officials.
I wish they could have just said that, but they have a lot of jargon in this. I'm like, this is a lot. Just explain it easier. Explain it to me like I'm 6, like I'm Michael Scott at a lemonade
Okay,
stand.
I think I'm getting you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Explain it like I'm 5. Oh God. He attends an after party, talk politics. From another room, Lucilla spies on Maximus. Yeah, and her and her maid are just like,
Dude, Connie Nielsen is fucking hot in this.
yeah, she
I
is.
am
She really
so in love with her. She is so hot. God.
She's looking through and she's like,
Yeah, she's like, yo, hello.
man, she's like, that's what I'm saying.
Tall glass of water.
That's
Yeah.
my bite. Now I gotta take a gulp of that. You know what I'm saying? She's always had that. Like, I feel, the more you learn about her, the more it's just like, dude, she's just not catching any breaks in this movie. It just sucks all the way
Her
through.
life sucks in this.
She's
yeah.
got nothing, except for her son, I guess. But fuck,
Even
fuck
that.
them
That's,
kids.
I guess that's all she has, and that's in danger too. So it's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and that kid looks sick
because
he looks
fucking
sickly.
He's from Unbreakable. He's Bruce Willis's son in Unbreakable.
I hate that kid. I fucking hate that kid, but I love Unbreakable. I love that movie. Commodus pulls Maximus aside and tells him once he sees her, he expects Maximus to still serve under him, even though Maximus wants to retire and go back home.
Yeah, he's like, "Can I count on you?" When he fucking
What
kicks
up,
the
boy?
bucket, yeah. When our guy over there just
He's like, I just want to go home.
Yeah, I like that line though.
I
He's
just
like,
wanna fuck my
wife. I'm gonna go
No,
home,
there's-
and then Joaquin Phoenix is like, "Well, you could go home, just don't get too
He's like,
comfortable."
Russell's like, dude, I haven't busted a nut in like 6 months. Can you just don't touch me.
Just give me 5 minutes,
Yeah,
and I'll be running
Five.
back here.
give me 5 seconds. Let me just fuck my wife, kiss my kid, and I'll fucking be back here. All right, I just need to get something. Lucilla and Marcus have a walk together, and it's clear she is the favorite child. I mean,
Yeah, because he was like, if
Hard to
only you were a man, what a Caesar you would have been. You know.
yeah. Well, I don't think it's so much that. I think it's just like it's who she was, being the older sibling too, she had to like kind of grow up first and
Yeah, she
be
has
the
to take
mature
care
one.
of the brother because he's a
And as the
shithead.
younger one, he was the shit. He was the one that was spoiled. He was the one who got what you saw him when he was sparring. They were only attacking when he was like
You're about to,
pushing the sword to
we're
him,
about to get
and
that right now. Yeah,
yeah.
you keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. And oh yeah, Maximus walks around the camp and he sees Commodus training with some soldiers.
Dude, the
And
most
I was like,
absolute useless training ever. Like,
he's surrounded by soldiers. He's got no shirt on and it's snowing and he's just attacking them.
when are they ever going to attack at a very specific sequence like that? Like, one at a time in a specific sequence. Like, it's a cool scene, but like, when he goes full speed, it's cool, but like, come on, it's completely useless. Like,
And
Commodore,
it's
he's out there playing fucking make believe with real soldiers. It's like, what are you
Mhm.
doing, man? Let's get real.
It's a little foreshadowing too, because
Yeah.
you get to see like him training.
He could use
like
a sword.
this,
Yeah.
and he could use a sword, but you see how well kind of like he can
One,
use it,
2,
3.
3.
I said 4.
It's cool when he goes full speed though. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's just like,
Yeah, after he does that.
yeah. Like, all right.
Completely
all right,
useless though.
All right, man.
Yeah.
No way you're that fit, by the way. In ancient Roman times, if you're the son of an emperor, God, you're fat.
Yeah.
I'm fat now. I'd be fat when I was an emperor's son.
It's actually one of the trivia facts here. Of course, they filmed this in chronological order, like I said, and he started to gain weight at the end of this filming. And then Ridley Scott was like, "Hey, man, what the hell's going on?" And then Joaquin Phoenix was like, "Well, I am an emperor, right? Like, we're eating good, so."
And you can't. He's a method actor.
Yeah.
I think Joaquin Phoenix is a method actor too. So he's of course gonna be. Yeah, but if you asked him, all right, well, we got to do a flashback scene. He's like, all right, I'll just lose the weight then. That's fine. I'm
Yeah.
sure Joaquin Phoenix wouldn't have a problem with that. In my head canon, he doesn't have a problem with that. Maximus walks around. He sees Commodus training with some soldiers. Maximus and Marcus meet. Marcus basically tells Maximus that he wants him to be the next Caesar. He wants him to rule after I'm done, and then that Commodus is a punk ass bitch.
Yeah, he's a fucking little fucker. He's like, Commodus is not a moral man. You know this. Yeah.
He knows this, and he even attests to this. Like we'll get to that. Commodus knows this. Or no, Commodus doesn't know this. Marcus knows this, and he knows it's his fault.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can only, how you can blame like your kid is an extension of you.
He's
If
never
a piece of
home. That's
shit,
what happened.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. You went away for cigarettes, and oh shit, he caught up with me. Maximus meets with Lucilla, and we found out that these two used to.
They were fucking hard back in the day. Those two. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? This is like these are two. This is. I'm telling you, I would love to see the kid.
Lucius
I would
might
love
be
to see
his.
it
Who
go.
knows? Who knows?
No, I hope Lucius is not his. He looks like a bitch. I do not expect the kid to look like that from these two. Okay, all right. I
It's
refuse.
true. Yeah.
Lucilla has a son, and her husband is dead. He's like, I have wept for him,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry about that. And then he just straight up leaves, and she's like, "That's it? You're just gonna leave me with blue balls like that?" We were having a great
He
conversation.
like snaps at her. He's like, "What the fuck? Like, get out of here!" And she's like, "Do you really hate me that much?" And he's like, "No, I'm sorry. I'm just tired, dude. Like, I was just on a
Tired.
I was just killing people this morning. Like, can you fucking leave me
I
alone?"
was just killing people.
Yeah.
You're so hot, and then if you touch me right now, I will explode. I guarantee you.
I've
All
been
right, do not
fucking-
touch me right now.
I was in a goddamn war this morning. Can you give me a fucking break? Like,
He's like,
goddamn.
no, you know what it was? He was like, dude, I had to see guys for the last fucking
Yeah.
2 years, and then you show up,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I all of a sudden just cannot. Like, if you heard the ting
Just
inside my armor right now, like it's 6 to midnight. All right, I can't even look at you.
Just a
So that's
tiger
why he
waiting
left.
to get out of the my brother
Yeah,
Bilo.
it's-
You will
My
never get
brother,
this.
dude. And then you break out and you get this.
La 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 la.
La, 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 la. High five. Oh man. He wants him to be the next Caesar. Lucilla has a son, her husband is dead. Lucius is they talk about they bond over how their kids are about to be like 8 or whatever.
8 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, well, one of them's gonna be older, and the other one is not.
And then he's doing the math. He's like, "Wait a minute. Last time you and I was
Holy shit,
That
that was
was
last night.
8 months
Oh,
and 8 years and 9 months ago. Wait a minute.
oh fuck. I'd be there for that. Yeah, I'm cool. I'll watch that. Maximus turns in for the night, jerks it, and prays for his with his little toys of his family. I like that he has like those little like wooden figurines.
Yeah.
He probably carved them himself. We're introduced to his servant Cicero,
Fucking
played by
Cicero.
Tommy Flanagan.
Fucking awesome. Love that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great actor. Like, I mean, just like one of those side actors that's just great. He was in
Yeah. He's in
remember who
Sons
was
of
in
Anarchy. He was in
the
Gardens of the Galaxy.
Sin City, right?
Was he in Sin City? I don't
No,
remember.
he wasn't. Yeah, he was in Sin City. He played one of the bounty hunters who would cut or not the bounty hunter, the guy who cut the head off of Javier. No,
Javier Bardem was in it. Yeah.
no, but it was
Not
Benicio.
not Javier. Yeah. Benicio del Toro. Sorry.
Benicio's head. He pulls it out of the car in the tar
Oh,
pits.
okay.
Remember?
I remember the head. It was still talking, right?
That was him holding. Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie. We get a flashback of his wife and son and his wife. I was gonna say this too. The older we get, and the more I watch this movie, the older I get, the more of a baddie
She is a baddie. And by the way, Ridley Scott married that woman in like 2014. So he was probably thinking about her for fucking 14 years. And then he slid in those DMs and was like, yo.
He's like, hey, remember when I put you in that movie?
Exactly. Like he was like, yo, you remember me? Like, come on. I gave you that job that one time. And we won an Academy Award and everything. You remember me, right? And then, yeah, and then he married her. Like, good for you, Ridley Scott.
You remember how stiff that Academy Award was?
He probably thought about her for fucking 14 years straight. And he's like, finally. He got a divorce and he was like, yes, finally.
Yeah. I think about that 22 years later. So we're not far off, buddy.
She's a baddie. Yeah.
She is a baddie. And it doesn't really sink in until you get older, because at the time, I didn't think of her like that. I was like, oh, she's
No, yeah.
yeah. But now, yeah. Commodus meets with his father in his tent. This goes back to like some of the set design too, like with the light is always like there's always a candle.
Beautiful.
There's always
dude.
some sorts of light that they're in like some nice robe. There we go. Waiting for that. Thank you. Turning in for the night, getting everybody's in the nice like silk or 10,000 thread count.
They're all like
That
in their
shit
like
just looks
90s.
so comfy.
Their
It
nightgowns.
looks
Yeah.
so comfy. I would just love
And like
to-
I love
that's-
all the like even their beds. There's like 5 different blankets on it. Like the layering on that stuff. It's like, dude, just
they're
to
all
live.
coming off, by
Yeah.
the way. Just that one. But it's nice to look at. Marcus tells him that he will not be the next Caesar and that he is giving his power to Maximus. Obviously, Commodus does not like this shit. He breaks down and reveals his feelings of neglect from his father, to which Marcus
This scene alone
knows
right
this.
here is award worthy from Joaquin. Like this is the one where they're like, for best supporting actor, Joaquin Phoenix, and they play the scene on the Titantron. Like this is the scene that they have to play on there, where he's like, where he has this line. He says, "One full hug, where you pressed me to your chest and held me tight, would have been like the sun on my heart for 1,000 years." And he starts crying, and fucking what's his name, Marcus Aurelius is like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," but he gets me every time. Like all he wanted was to be a good son and to be loved by his father, and it just fucked with him, just emotionally, and just destroyed his whole life. So yeah, it's great.
It's sad because you see the pain that Commodus and Marcus feel, because Marcus, he gets down on his knees.
Dude, yeah, when he's
like,
on his
this
knees,
is my
yeah.
fault.
When he's
I
like,
see
when he tells
this.
them when he's like talking, he's like, just stop, just please, like this is too much for me. Yeah.
And he's like, dude, I'm sorry. This is a mistake that I made to try to he gets it. He understands, but it's just too late because Commodus goes in for a hug and he's like, he just suffocates his dad.
Dude,
against his
that
chest.
that was so brutal. As a kid, I'm like, oh my god, what am I watching here? Yeah. And he's like screaming into his head. He's like, just wanted you to love me.
You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. It's a pretty
Damn.
brutal scene. Yeah.
Yeah, Maximus is woken up in the middle of the night by Quintus, right?
I like where he gets the knife.
Yeah.
Side note here,
Yeah.
did you were you ever one of those kids who like slept with a knife underneath their bed just to like for funsies? Like
There was a small period of
Yeah.
time where I would sleep with random objects under my
I feel like
pillow.
that's like every like little boy. We all did that, I think.
I did that with like blunt objects. I did it with
Yeah.
like a pen one night. I don't know why. I did do it with knives when I got older.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
then,
wasn't allowed pocket knives as a kid, but I was allowed like Swiss Army knives. So I had like a shitty little like knife like that under my bed. I'm like, what am I gonna do? You know, what's this little fucking thing gonna do?
I remember I would practice too, like doing
Yeah.
like opening up real quick. Just like I can do this. in
Sleeping
case,
sleeping with your hand
Yeah.
like under the.
I always slept on my stomach when I was a kid, so I was always like this. It was right. It was like in my hand, then my pillow right here, and then my head. Like I could feel everything together, and I just, just come around. Yeah. So you're not alone.
Yeah, I think
never
that's
read
every little boy. We all did that. Yeah.
that. Yeah. At least just us. We were always scared. I'm sure some people slept with a gat.
Dangerous.
Which is cool.
Go off
Yeah, like I
by your
want
head. Oh, the shotgun thing. Yeah.
I want that. Commodus is now the new Caesar. Oh wait, Maximus is woken up in the middle of the night. Is told the death of Marcus. He says he said the emperor needs your. Why didn't you just tell me he was dead? All right, tell me he was dead
Right,
when I woke
yeah.
up instead of me discovering it when I walk over. Commodus is now the new Caesar
He
and needs
said,
Maximus to stay and
Take
serve.
take my hand, brother. Yeah. I
said,
only offer it once.
Yeah, let us mourn for
Yeah.
my father, our father. he
Our
says,
father. Yeah. Fucking asshole.
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Lucilla, she knows.
Dude, she gives him the old fucking right there, Fred. Pop,
She
pop.
give him the old right for
An incredible
Some bullshit.
scene, incredible performance by Connie Nielsen because she just comes out of the shadows and you could really feel for her. She knows like some bullshit has gone down, so she's smart and she knows exactly what's going down, but is completely powerless in this scene, and she just has to go with the flow. Like she slaps him, and then she kind of looks down at his hand. She takes it and looks at him, kisses it, and then puts it down, and she says, "Hail Caesar."
Hail Caesar.
Such a good scene, dude. I fucking love that. She's so good. Yeah.
Yeah, you can really,
Hail
you
Caesar.
just, like I said, you just see everybody's just what they're going through. You can see it on their face. This is so well, like,
She's powerless. Though. It
acted.
sucks. Yeah.
Too, and the intuition that she has, that she knows that something fishy went on. Maximus goes back to his tent and knows Marcus was killed and tries to have a meeting with the senators. He's
The emperor has been slain.
slain.
Been slain.
Quintus enters and arrests Maximus to be executed. And
Dude,
he's
yes.
knocked
Well,
out.
Cicero being a fucking real one right here, where he's ready to
Thanks.
whip that sword out. Yeah, he fucking
what?
whips it out, and then fucking Maximus is like, no, don't do that. He's ready to
no.
risk it all, dude. I love that. And that last line from Quintus too has always haunted me, where he's talking to Maximus is talking to him. He's like, promise you, you'll look after my family. He says, your family will meet you in the afterlife. And he says, and he gets knocked out, dude. And another really cool and creative thing I've just noticed on this last viewing is the transition scenes going, kind of like letting us know as the audience we're about to go into the next chapter of the story here. Like this part particular where he gets knocked out, we get a little break in the movie. We see like little flashbacks of his family like back home and stuff. So it's like cutting to a new chapter, and it's super creative. It's like a video game almost, like you're progressing
never
the
noticed
story.
that,
Yeah,
too.
I just noticed in this
Like
last.
we get those too.
There's a
when,
bunch of flashbacks and cuts like that where
yeah.
it just like
he's
stops.
on his way to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I'm like, that's really cool to kind of like progress the story. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool break too. It's a way to ease to
Because
a
it's
different
intense.
setting,
Yeah.
different scene also, because we're going straight. Yeah.
Quintus, why you armed? Yeah, I love that.
Maximus gets escorted into the forest to be executed, and it's snowing. Like this whole scene, like it
It's
just reminds
so
me of like
good.
I just get like Last Samurai. I think of Last Samurai
Yeah.
here. I think of like Maximus asks his execution for a clean soldier's death.
How is
So
that a clean death? Like
they were
that
gonna cut
is.
his head off. Instead, they were gonna slice him right
Oh
here,
God,
you
that
know,
doesn't
and
seem
just like
clean at all.
sever
Spinal cord.
his like spinal cord and pierce his heart, probably going down.
Could
I
be
don't
a
know.
clean death, a soldier's death.
Maximus kill he. I like how he
Sometimes the
he does
blade
the old
sticks
switch.
to the.
Yeah,
Was it the
frost
frost? Yeah.
makes the blade stick. I like this part where he's
Oh,
like
slice
taking.
that guy in the fucking face, dude.
He takes the sword by the he's doing this all with his hands like
Yeah, bound.
still bound, and he's throwing the sword. When he throws the sword at the guy on the
Dude.
horse,
You just hear the. And it just fucking gets him.
and then he just yells Praetorian.
I love that. He's yelling in the forest super loud. Praetorian! And he does that like Olay thing where he like starts on one side and then he goes to the other side and slices him. Yeah, it's awesome.
And we see Maximus get hurt. He gets sliced on his shoulder.
Oh, it's gross when he's like he reaches in and it comes out it's all bloody.
All bloody. It's even worse like later when he's
Oh.
like getting tended to. He kills the guards and escapes with horses, but he gets cut up in the process. Cut to his family's farm where Caesar's guards have rode in and
Dude, that kid got fucked up.
ran
his ass over.
When I was young, I don't remember seeing that part. I don't
fucking
remember that
brutal,
part where the
dude.
kid got fucked by the horse.
He's like, hey. And then just
He said, "Father."
They didn't even stop, like, even a little bit. Just fucking boom. I can't imagine, like, what they were saying to each other, like, those guards. They're like, are we stopping? Fuck
They're
no.
like, watch this, watch this, watch this. Here we go. Yeah.
Fucking
And then they all
smoke
just
'em.
fucking high five and shit. As soon as they, all right, and then we're going to rape her. That's what they said. Anyways, so we cut to his Caesar's guards, the Praetorians, who are the guys dressed in purple, who are Caesar's like right hand men.
Yeah.
They're like the Imperial guards.
Yeah,
They're the
Praetorians, yeah,
ones-
his personal bodyguards, which is really cool.
yeah, which is
Love
bad.
that,
What
yeah.
a badass name,
Praetorian, yeah. And they get like the special armor too, and they got like
Yep.
the purple and the big shields that are like the body length shields. Yeah.
Nice guys, nice guys.
And they have like the
Secret Service.
helmets that look like toothbrushes, like at the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, they fuck up the kid. It's insinuated that they kill Gladiator's family, Maximus' family. Maximus tries to make it home as fast as he can. He's having all these visions. He's hallucinating, but it's too late, and he finds his wife and son have been crucified and burned.
Dude, this scene
alive.
right here has haunted my dreams for a long time. Like the emotional acting from Russell here is great, but that part where he puts his fucking wife's dirty ass feet like in his mouth and all the slobber coming out, I'm like, oh, it's so gross. But
It
yeah,
seems so visceral. Like it's yeah.
but that emotional scene like fucked me up as a kid. I'm like, damn, this is acting. This is acting right here. Yeah.
Especially when you put into it like he hasn't seen his family, and he even counted
Yeah.
2 years, 10 months, and like
And this morning,
and
he said.
this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, fuck.
2 years,
That's a lot.
264 days in this morning. Yeah.
He's just looking at his wife. He's like,
And that's
look
yeah,
good."
yeah, that sucks, dude. Where he's like looking up, and I'm like, I love that camera angle too, where it kind of zooms out, and we get the reveal of their feet hanging and they're all
Yeah,
burnt
he
up.
just
I'm like, oh,
drops to his
God,
knees,
yeah.
zooms out. You see the
It's
the
so
charred, like,
good,
and you're like, fuck. And then
and the music in the background too with that.
like how it shows like them buried, and then it slowly fades in him
Yeah,
laying there asleep at the graves of his wife and son. He's picked up by slave traders passing through the area, and we cut to another transition scene
so cool.
to a new chapter
Yeah.
where it seems like he's floating.
That
And
is
we also
so
get-
cool. I love that shot.
Uh-huh.
When it's
we
like
get,
his
like,
finger
the-
like touches the rock, and he's like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck?" Yeah.
We get the scene too that we see later. It's almost like the transition scene into Elysium, which is
Yeah.
their afterlife, where there's
Oh yeah,
there's a
when
field of like almost like a field of reeds, a field
yeah,
of
that's
wheat,
right. Yeah, or
and
he has his hand like doing the
uh-huh,
going through
he's
the
walking
thing. Yeah,
through, and then there's like a gated wall or a wall, and then there's like a door that he's about to walk into,
you could hear
and
like a bunch of lines that we hear like later in the movie where he's like, not yet. You hear like Jaimin Hunsu, he's like, don't die on me or whatever. Yeah,
yep, he said, "I will see you again in this."
yeah,
Not yet.
not yet,
Yeah, not yet.
not yet.
Oh man, so good. Passes out, picked the West. Pleasure here. We're introduced to Juba.
Yeah,
Juba.
which is weird because I think you hear his name like one time throughout this whole movie.
Uh-huh.
You never really hear him get addressed, but yeah, I guess his name is Juba or Juba. I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah.
Played by Jaimin Hunsu.
Jaimin. To this day, I have no
Jaimin.
idea what Jaimin puts in that cut. By the way, that it looks like fucking panko breadcrumbs, but I don't know. I guess it helps, like, because he's like chewing something and he like puts it in. I'm like, what is that? I don't understand. I
think
tried
it's chewed up
googling this.
wood.
I've tried Google. Oh,
I think
maybe.
it's
Yeah,
it's
that
I
might be
think
right.
it's wood.
Might
It
be
looks
right.
like mulch. It looks like shit that he's just that's from this last view. I'm just like, what does he have around?
Sure.
What is he chewing on?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, the
At
wood.
first, I
It's
know
just
it was like it was the
like
maggots,
sawdust.
maggots in there, and then he was like they will clean it. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
they will clean it.
Yeah,
You will see.
you will see. Yeah,
Yeah, he helps Maximus.
they'll feed you
like,
to the lions.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Stay alive."
Yeah.
They arrive in North Africa now. That's where they're at?
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
I had to look it up. I was like, where the fuck are they? Because he was definitely in Spain, where his house was, and then yeah, I guess they could travel to North Africa from there. So yeah, that makes sense.
Fuck, that's far.
Yeah, I know, right? That would take fucking forever. Like,
That would take a fucking.
and then
year.
from there they go to Rome. I'm like, dude, that takes a long time. Yeah.
I'm sure they took a boat to Rome though, because it's right. You can go to Italy right there.
Unless you take the long way, yeah, that's like, fucking, yeah, I don't know. I had to look all this shit up on a map because I'm stupid. So I was like, how the fuck are you getting to these places?
God damn. I'm surprised that they were in North Africa. They were more like, I don't know. There's a lot of white people. And we're introduced to Proximo.
What a great name!
plays-
Love that name.
Yeah.
Proximo.
Who buys Jaimon and Maximus as slaves from the fat guy from the first Mummy movie.
That's that. His neck did not break. That's the guy.
I just remember as
Yeah. And he does that
to the wall.
He's looking at the statue or the thing on the wall.
I forgot about that.
Go check out our Mummy podcast. Probably the second
please.
best podcast that we have on our YouTube channel.
Yep. What's the first one?
Mummy Returns.
Oh, that's
Fucking
right.
56,000 views on that bitch.
I don't know why. Oh man. They arrive in Northern Africa. Proximo lines up his new slaves and tells them that they will be gladiators.
This guy, by the way, the guy from the Mummy, calls him. I found him in Spain. He's a Spaniard, or he's a deserter. He's a Spaniard. I was like, oh, Spaniard.
Spaniard.
What a great nickname. Kobe used to
Yeah.
call Pau Gasol that back in the day because he used to call him
Spaniard.
Spaniard. So sick.
What a great name. He starts putting them into groups. Proximo starts putting them in the groups back at his camp. Or his enclosure or whatever. We're introduced to Hagen, played by Headfuck.
Headfuck. But he is so
man, from,
jacked in
Beer
this
Fest.
movie. He is fucking massive.
He's already a big guy. He's like 6'4", I
Yeah.
think. Massive dude. Maximus says y'all ain't shit and refuses to participate.
I like where he gets the sword and he just fucking just tosses it like,
Tosses it,
bitch.
you know.
I like his little like weightlifting belt that he has too around his waist. Like, what you about to do? Do some squats, Maximus? Yeah.
Maximus gets a new nickname, Spaniard, which is like the best nickname you can get
Spaniard.
from disobeying fucking orders and shit. You know,
Yeah.
like usually nicknames come about when you're trying, like from shit like that. If you're trying to get on that person's nerves, or
Yeah.
like Spaniard, but like, oh shit, that's kind of sick.
Said, that's enough for the moment. This time will
That's
come.
enough. He was about to slap
Yeah.
him in his arm, or he got fucking.
And I like
He got the cut and the mark.
yeah,
of the
I'm
knee.
like, dude, take it easy on that cut. He's like hitting them right there. I'm like, yo, you're gonna open it up.
He's got this tattoo that is sick as fuck.
SPQR, which is
Yeah.
fucking dope. But yeah, I like that
Lesion.
when he walks away from the guy from Beer Fest, he kind of looks at him like, bro, you ain't shit, bro.
And then the guy's just like,
Yeah.
all right,
Head
next.
fuck.
Head fuck. He's eating the glass and shit. It is now the day of the first Gladiator. What do you call it? Show?
Fight? I don't know. I guess
I don't know. It was like
battle
UFC.
show.
What do we call
I don't know.
UFCs?
A
What do
card,
we call
fight card,
events? Yeah,
event.
the first Gladiator event, main event.
Yeah.
Hagen tells Maximus, "Red is the color of the gods."
I love that. Yeah.
When they're walking through,
You will need
like,
that help today. It's so cool. But that getting ready scene is so fucking dope, dude. Maximus kind of gets that look in his eye where he's like, it's fucking hashtag daddy's got to go to work again. You know what I'm saying? He does that dirt thing. He grabs the fucking shit. You can hear in the background that tin 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 with the hammer on the anvil over there. It's so cool.
We get Proximo, who gives them a fucking great speech.
He starts doing that.
Yeah.
The sword.
And he sticks it in there, and then I'm like,
and he walks
lets
away.
go of it. Oh, I was like, oh,
It's so
yes.
cool.
I was like, I don't care what the hell you're saying, but what you did right there, Proximo. I'm I'm ready to run through a fucking wall.
Yeah.
And every gladiator, they get chained up together. I think they get paired up.
Yeah, they get paired up. Yeah.
With an
Maximus gets paired up
system.
with what's his name? Fucking Jaimin.
Jaimin.
Hagen.
And then Hagen gets
paired up with a little guy.
Fucking the guy that pisses himself in front of Maximus, and he looks at it.
Oh, before that, where that scene there where the lighting is coming through the doors and it's like shining on their faces.
Flail?
Dude, that sound design with the it is so
in and out of the
fucking
light.
cool. And they're just waiting there, and fucking Hagen gets this look on his face like, I'm fucking ready, baby.
Let's go.
And then that door busts open, and the guy from with the LA Looks fucking hair gel sponsorship, that guy gets fucking boom smacked right in the face immediately. And then that guy with Hagen, what does he do when he gets out there, Myles?
What
The Hagen's partner.
He starts yelling, right?
He's just and he gets fucked up, and then Hagen just says "fuck you" and just slices his hand off. Well, actually, Hagen, I didn't even realize it till this last one. He's pulling him, but as the guy's about to attack him, he pulls the guy, and he gets stabbed for him. So he basically tells him "Hey, you're gonna fucking die right now. So here you go."
If the guy wasn't a bitch, he would have fucking
He basically kills that guy.
He's fucking yelling the whole time.
That part makes me laugh every time.
Jeez. Basically, we got a great fight here. We get to see the fighting. Like, it looks like Jaimin knows how to fight.
It's a very creative idea for them to chain each other up, but that dude, when they stab that guy in the crotch with that spear thing, and he pulls it out, every time, dude, it makes me so uncomfortable. I'm like, dude, don't pull it out. That is nasty.
And he didn't die.
No, well, and they do that clothesline thing. Yeah, I'm like, that's gonna kill you.
Laying there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's sitting there reeling in pain. The fact that he just got neutered.
You can see all
he just got castrated.
Yeah, you can see all the blood coming out. It's fucking disgusting.
Nothing. Yeah. Man, he was.
And I like
too,
that
so
they do that Bad Boys camera shot too after the match is done. They're just standing there in the middle, and they do that turn around of them. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do that. That Michael Bay
going around them. Yeah, that Bad Boys 2, and they're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I just love to see Maximus these fight scenes that they get too. Like the scenes, the choreographed fight scenes they're really good.
Yeah,
they're really good in this movie. The only survivors are Maximus, Jaimin, and Hagen. The best. Sorry,
Hagen. Oh, sorry, one more to that Hagen where he's punching that guy and he fucking puts him on the spike on the wall. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And he's also using the end of his little chain thing, and he's
keep the distance.
Yeah,
and shit.
he's hitting him in the helmet,
like the jab.
Yeah, he's fucking dope, dude.
cut to Rome, where we see Commodus arrive as the new Caesar. He is hailed as the new Caesar. This grand entrance, like,
Dude, the way they depict Rome in this, the CGI still looks really good to me. Like it looks a little dark and weird, but like it looks
some of the
like
lighting, yeah.
it looks like the way like an empire looks in my head. Like the way it would have looked in its heyday. Like that's how I imagine it. And it looks so good. Like it looks really cool. Especially when they do like that first establishing shot from the top where they show like the city where it looks like it kind of looks like a toy almost where they're really high up and it kind of zooms in. Like it looks really cool.
Yeah. No, I love it. I love those. Like, it reminds me of Game of Thrones, in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah,
Where it
yeah,
showed, like,
yeah.
yeah. I love that. A lot of like, I like that tilt shift.
That's what it was. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where it
yeah.
looks like it's a toy. Yeah, it looks smaller
Yeah.
than it really is. Yeah, that's.
I
What
always love that.
Yeah.
That kind of photography. We meet Lucilla's bastard child, Lucius. Uh, and he looks like
I fucking
he
hate
looks
that
like a
kid.
sick kid. He looks like a Make-A-Wish kid. All right. Commodus has a meeting with all the senators, and he's just a cocky shit. And
Dude,
can we
he's
just
such.
appreciate?
I got you. Let's look at it right now.
Can we appreciate the costume design here for Commodus's? And the way, like, when we first introduced, he's sitting there and he's twirling a sword in his hands,
Dude,
and you make that sound.
look
Look
at
at
his
this.
fucking face,
Look
dude.
at any of these.
He's such a cocksucker. Look at this fucking face. But look at the layering on this
The
fucking
laurel on across his
Yeah.
fucking head.
That's that Caesar crown, right? That's what they
Yeah,
wear,
right?
Yeah. Which is probably the weakest crown in fucking history. That's not a crown. That's just a little fucking leaf thing.
But it's everything else that
And
just
he's spinning that fucking sword, and the way he looks. Remember that one part where he does this, where he's like, where he kinda, like waves him off, and I'm like, dude, you're such a little bitch. Like I hate you.
This shit looks equally comfortable as it is
Yeah.
like
It looks dope, though.
glorious and grand, and like you go out with this, but you also go to sleep in this. You just take the fucking,
You just take the armor off, yeah. And then
you just take the armor off. And
I
you're set.
love the little the arm braces that they always have. Like everyone has those for some reason. I think we saw another movie. Oh, King Arthur. They also had that in King Arthur where everyone had those arm braces, and it just really completes every outfit. But yeah, I remember that part where he like puts the sword behind his back and he like does
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like, where he's like this. I'm like, you're such a fucking dick. Like
If you interrupt me again,
yeah. I fucking hate that guy, dude. But he's so cocky in this. I love that.
look at the rings too. Like, oh my god, the
Look at his face. Look at
part
his
where the
fucking
cape,
face. Yeah.
the cape where it attaches right there.
Yeah.
No, what?
Look at the
I don't
gold
know.
accents around. It's
Mhm.
just so good, man.
It's so
Fuck.
good. I love it, man.
Amazing
I'm
costumes.
in love with this costume.
And every time they walk too, everything's like so flowy. Every
Mhm.
time it looks so
There
good.
you go. The senators look comfy as fuck.
Yeah, they're in pajamas back there, nothing underneath. Yeah, no
Ain't no
underwear.
goddamn. Nah, ain't no 3-piece
No,
suits,
no.
5-piece suits. We're introduced to Senator Gracchus, one of the good senators trying to help Rome for realties. He's the guy with all white hair.
Yep, and he's got some servant little boys that we see later.
Yeah, he does. Yes,
Yep.
he does. I'm not surprised. Commodus is basically just power hungry. He doesn't want to give a fuck about what the Senate wants. He wants to basically reinstate the fact that the emperor
Has all the
status
power. Yeah.
has the power. Yes, the senators speak for the citizens, but I speak ultimately overall because I rule.
Yeah.
And he wants to bring back the Gladiator games to, at this point, was out of commission by
his dad.
Marcus Aurelius for 5 years now. So there's been 5 years without.
That's why
Gladiator
Proximo
games
is
and-
in Africa.
Yeah, because Proximo used to be a gladiator in Rome who earned his freedom.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
We'll get to that. Yeah. The Spaniard has now become the crowd favorite, and he was, well, I mean, he's the crowd favorite because he's fucking so goddamn good.
And Myles, this fight right here, Myles, like this is the one. This is the fight
Yeah.
that truly got me hooked on this movie as a kid. where he walks out of that cage with his fucking new armor set, like he just leveled up in a video game, dude. And we get that hero shot from below with those rose petals falling all around him.
Yes. There's the
And dude, he does that little bow to his opponents, and he just goes to work on those first three guys. Like they ain't shit. He takes them down easy. And this fourth guy, he does that little strike to his leg. He slices it. The guy goes down. He flips his sword, fucking stabs him behind, not even looking at him. Pulls it out. The next dude, he slices his gut open, and that fucking blood is splattering everywhere. The next guy slices on the chest, no problem. A lot more blood again. Then he picks up that second sword, Miles, and he does that fucking, he does that fancy little swoosh with him, and he just embarrasses this guy, dude. With the
both of them in there.
it's the most disrespectful move I've ever seen in movie history,
the
Miles.
most
He
disrespectful
stabs him
death.
with both fucking swords, turns around and looks at the crowd like, "What's up, motherfuckers?" And then he pulls him out, fucking boom, explodes his head off of his
Yeah,
body.
it just relieves him of his head.
He tosses that sword into the crowd, and then that fucking iconic, "Are you not entertained?
Is this not why you're here?
Are you not entertained?" Like, are you fucking kidding me with that scene? And that scene too, where he's yelling at the crowd. They use that screenshot as the cover of like the special edition of the DVDs when
Oh, yeah,
one
where
of those
he's
kids, yeah,
like-
where he's like this, and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, that is one of the most badass covers ever. He's just yelling. He's like, "Oh, are you not entertained?" Like, come on, dude, this is the most badass
That
moment.
shit doesn't get you hype. I don't know what.
This might be
what does.
the best badass moment in the history of this podcast, like hands down. Like that is the greatest fight scene. Just fucking explodes his head off. Just bah, bah, bah.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest fight scenes in movie history, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's just him just taking down these 5 guys or 6 guys all at once, and just
They're all attacking
badass.
like one at a
Yeah.
time, but
yeah,
who's counting?
yeah. But it just goes to show like it was child's play to him, really.
Oh yeah.
Proximo meets, and he's just like he's kind of like fed up with it. He's like, this is what I have to do. This is what I'm doing to survive. But like, why do you love this shit? Why are you entertained by?
I like
what
the
I'm-
first thing that Proximo says to you. He's like, "What do you want, huh? You want a girl?
Yeah,
Want boy?
a boy.
Yeah, boy."
And that's what we say.
What about both? Yeah.
Never been with woman.
Why not both?
Why not both? ¿Por qué no las dos? Proximo meets with Maximus and tells him they will be traveling to the Colosseum for the Gladiator games. And he's like, it's been 5 years.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah.
He's just like, you knew.
You
Marcus
knew
Aurelius."
Marcus Aurelius.
I didn't say I knew him. I said he touched me on the shoulder once.
It's really good. Yeah. He's like,
Yeah, he was a
you were
gladiator.
a gladiator. He's like,
I want that sword,
yes,
that
it was.
fucking
Yeah.
wooden sword,
Yeah.
where it shows like Proximo's name and then like Marcus Aurelius' name.
I love
He
how
won his
into
freedom.
it that Proximo gets. He's like, "Well, he touched me on the shoulder and I was free." And then fucking Maximus just
He's
laughing
like,
in the
"You
back.
bullshit."
And he fucking turns around and is like, "No."
I did say.
Yeah.
I said.
He gets so
Uh-uh.
serious. He's like,
know.
"No, you fucking asshole."
He tells him to win the crowd and you will win your freedom.
Win the
Because
crowd.
now
Win your freedom.
that he knows he's going back to Rome, to the Colosseum, he knows that he's gonna be close to the guy that betrayed him. essentially,
Yeah,
and
well, I
he
like how
wants
he
this
kind of like
to
covers it up a
revenge.
little bit. He's like, I want
Yeah.
to be in front of the emperor to win my freedom too. Not yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't really tell him exactly why, but yeah. And then
Mhm.
he says,
But we know
I'm gonna give
now.
him. I'm gonna show them something they've never seen before." Yeah.
I'll show him a butthole. A clean one. Proxima tells him, "You'll win your freedom." Maximus levels up again, and Proximo gives him some new armor.
Dude, this is a fucking
Oh,
video
armor.
game, dude. This is one of
Yeah.
those where, like, after the cutscene ends and your character's just standing there, and you see, like, all the inventory shit. It says, "Hey, new armor, go to your inventory to equip." It's like one of those.
It was sick because it has the
The
two
horses, yeah.
the 2 horses.
It's a total video
Everyone-
game moment, dude. It's
Mhm.
fucking dope.
Proximo and his gang arrive to Rome and see the Colosseum for the first time. We see the grand scale of this like Colosseum, how big it was. Over 50,000 seats at this time too.
Ah, man,
Was
I wish it was. God, I wish I could go see that. Like I always made a promise to myself too as a kid. When I do go see that, I'm gonna say what Jaiman said. He said, "I never knew men could build such things." I'm like, yes, that's such a cool line. I want to say that when I go,
just say it to a random person.
and then I'm just gonna turn around and leave.
Just leave. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's go find some pizza.
Yeah, let's go eat.
Yeah, let's go fucking eat. It's cool to see that shit, but it's like I don't want to take it. I don't need to take a tour of it. It's gonna be
No,
crowded.
yeah, it looks.
I need to go.
Yeah, because I immediately looked at pictures of it after. I'm like, wait, how does it look again? Like now, and I'm like, oh, it's not that.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it's like you gotta have tunnel vision, just looking like right at it.
Yeah.
So none of the fact that there's somebody next to you that's influencing somebody else.
Yeah.
TikTok,
Oh God.
Here
Don't
we
get
go.
me started.
I'll get you started. Cut to Commodus and Lucilla. Lucilla. We get some weird, like, horny,
Dude,
very incestuous shit that
very weird.
we're talking about from Commodus. He's really pressing himself against his sister. Like, yeah, you're pretty. You're
He's
the prettiest
like,
girl in all of the land.
will you stay with me tonight? And she's like, still afraid of the dark? And he kind of gets this like smug look on his face. He's like, yep, I'm still afraid. Yep. Yeah, he's like, yep, still afraid. So you gotta stay with me. Like, fucking little shit.
Also, my legs are kind of cold. I was hoping you could rub them.
How my upper thighs are cold.
The upper thighs area. Yeah. Just don't be afraid of there's a flashlight in my pocket. What's a flashlight? Cut to Commodus and Steel. We get some weird he's getting more unhinged. He's getting more power hungry. The more power that he got.
Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie Couples Retreat? Couples
I don't
Retreat.
think so.
There's a part
Who's in
where
it?
John Favreau's getting a massage from a super hot chick. She's like, "What kind of massage would you like?" And he's like, "Korean." She's like, "I don't think I know Korean." He's like, "Well, just dealer's choice then." He's like, feeling a lot of tension in my upper thighs. I don't know if there's anything you could do for that." He says Korean. She's like, "I don't think I know Korean massage."
Fucking Thai or something. Oh boy.
It's a funny movie.
Lucilla meets with Senators Gaius and Gracchus in secret and basically tell them that they need to do something about her creepy ass bro who keeps trying to fuck her.
And
All
he
right?
does this. Oh,
She's
get rid of him.
like,
Yeah, and she's like, and she's really like starting to get emotional now because her child is in danger as well.
yeah, I mean it's not like she can go up to her son and be like, "Yo, your uncle, my brother, he wants to fuck me."
Yeah,
And he's like,
he'll kill you to do it. Yeah,
yeah. And the kid's like, yeah. The kid's already at his midlife crisis by this.
he's like, but my dad, Bruce Willis, is really strong. So
He's really strong. He's got into a train accident and nothing happened. She's like, "What's a train?"
he's like,
it is
but my
now-
dad benched all of it.
all of it.
All of it.
How much was that? All of it.
All of it.
I lied. It is now the first fight, the first battle in the Coliseum. I can't speak right now. Before the battle, Maximus meets with Lucius, and they're in the cage. They're like livestock being
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Like a
they're,
zoo.
like, being shown. They're like, yeah, I picked that guy. I want that guy to win. And he doesn't realize he's speaking to Lucius. He's like, "You're the one they called the Spaniard." Yes,
He's
I heard you were
like-
giants and that your hands could crush the skull of a
Cushion-
man.
Yeah, he's like, a man? No. A boy?
A boy.
Yeah, he's like, a boy.
And
He's
the
like,
kid's
these are my
like, "I like
horses,
you."
Argento and Sarge or whatever.
Sargento,
Yeah,
like the cheese.
Sargento. Sargento.
Sargento.
The way the guy
man.
says it in the commercial, this is Sargento. I love Sargento cheese. I just got some today. It's good.
Sargento and
Sargento.
And he was like, "I like you, Spaniard.
I shall root for you. Yeah.
I shall root for you."
Your name is Lucius?
Lucius? Yes, after my father.
Yeah, he's like Lucius Farray after my father. I'm like, how the fuck does he know the dad? Like, this is always like, cause when he starts to like hide, I'm like, how do you know? Oh, maybe because the first name Lucius, like he knew. I don't know.
Well, no, he knew. He definitely knew the last name, and then the fact that the kid was there, and I'm pretty sure he had to have known about Lucius because of um,
I know
fucking.
he talked about it with Lucilla, but like that last name though, like how would he like whose last name is that? I
Well,
don't
he
know.
even said to her when they met up like
Hmm.
back after back at the battle
Yeah.
in Germania. He was like, "Oh, I wept for your or I mourned."
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. He did
So
know the dad
he
then.
did
Yeah.
know, yeah. Maximus prepares for battle by doing the little dirt thing again in his hand,
Oh,
you know,
so good.
the Birdman,
Yeah.
and levels up again with the new. Oh, this
Miles,
MF3 helmet.
are you fucking kidding me? Let's go ahead and take a look at that because I also got a picture of that. That fucking helmet might be one of the coolest helmets
Spikes.
ever. And that helmet right there
Look
is
at
so
that.
fucking cool. But I love that scene too, where he has his back towards the camera, he puts it on, and then he turns around with that reveal, like, yeah, motherfucker, level up again, let's go. Costume change, fucking sick.
And it's like the way his armor is set to where his dominant, like the hand that's gonna
Oh
be
my god, I didn't even notice that.
moving all the time
Yeah,
is
that's
the one
dope.
that has free range of motion. Meanwhile, his other arm has the shoulder pad, it has the chainmail. That's because
I
that's the
didn't
arm
even
that
notice that.
oh,
That is fucking sick.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like I you like the symmetry of the of Emperor's armor, but like the
yeah.
practicality of his armor.
I think they're still wearing like the rags underneath too. That kind of sucks. But this whole scene where they're all lined up and you can hear like the guard yelling. He's like, "You're gonna stand at attention for the emperor. You gotta
Mhm.
raise your weapon with your right arm." It's so good, dude. It's such a like. Let's get ready for fucking battle, dude. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Let's get ready to rumble. I'm sure they had one of those guys out there.
Yeah, they did. Oh, is it in this one? Yeah, yeah. It's that guy. Remember with the eyebrows?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I fucking
The barbarian horde.
I hate that guy so much.
His voice is cool though.
That's what I'm gonna look like with my blonde hair, black eyebrows.
Holy shit. He said you could crawl back to that shithole you came out of when he's talking to Proximo.
Yeah, that's right. What do you want? He's like, dude, that was a fucking massacre. All right. They enter the arena, and it is a recreation of the Battle of Carthage, or as Proximo said, that's a fucking massacre.
Yeah, he was
All
like,
right, my
bro,
guys
like, yeah, I like that. Yeah.
the odds are stacked against him. He knows his guys are gonna die. This is like, if it's a replica of that fucking fight, then his guys are doomed, and he's gonna lose all his livestock. He needs to get paid for it, and that's when like blonde hair, black eyebrows boy was like, "Hey, I don't give a fuck. All right, I don't give a fuck." Maximus assumes the leader position and uses military strategy to fight these folks.
Dude,
This
there's,
reminds
yeah.
you get to see like his leadership actually before the last fight, the one where they're standing in the cage and he's at the end.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he gets up and he's like he's
They're
walking
like,
through
Spaniard.
Spaniard,
Yeah.
Spaniard, and then that's when he walks through, and then we get the rose petals.
The respect he already has when they're just
Mhm.
like, Spaniard.
Yeah, they know like
Him sitting at the
oh,
end
fuck.
too is such a fucking gangster move where he's just like there and he gets up and he walks through them like a fucking G. But yeah, there is just so much Russell Crowe yelling in this fight here, and I am all for it. I love how we don't get like they're not fighting just ordinary gladiators either. They're like fighting like a little military group from Africa, like they're playing fucking like travel ball in a league where they're playing in like another team from another city, and yeah, it's just all where he's just hold when they all like get together with the shields as one, and like
I
fucking
told you too.
yeah.
I told you in the 300 movie, I have a fucking soft spot for people who can do great
Yeah.
shield choreography, where it's just
And then he
they
says,
move as a unit.
Diamond! Diamond! They all
Diamond!
move together, like to the
Down,
side.
down,
Well done! It's so
carry it
good,
over.
yeah.
And then that
As
part where the
one!
lady, she's like, ah, and she gets sliced in
Dude,
half.
that scarred me as a child because she's just like this, and all the blood just like that, and then fucking. But Maxima's getting on that horse, and you hear like the Pirates of the Caribbean music in the background, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. And he gets that sword, and he just single column, single column. It's
Single
so good.
column.
Yeah.
I don't know what single
I
column
don't
means,
e-
but I'm here for it. I'm
It did
just, like,
nothing.
following.
It did nothing for
After
this
half of
scene.
them were like, "What? All right, let's fucking go."
No, this last one though, this last viewing, I didn't even notice. One of the guys next to him was like, he was like, "Does anybody have military experience?" And the guy next to him was like, "Yeah, dude, I served with you in fucking Vindabona." And
Oh, that's right.
and he looks at him. He's like, "Okay, you could help me." I'm like, "You don't even fucking know this guy." I guess there's thousands of soldiers, but
Yeah, I would.
if
that
I
makes
was that
sense.
guy though, I'd be like, "Yo, you're fucking General fucking Maximus. Like, what the fuck are you doing here?"
Yeah, bro, I jerked off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to think about you when I masturbated.
When he's like, "What was that?"
Huh?
What? What is happening?
Going on? Let's go fight some.
What is
fight.
happening?
Let's go fight some people. How about that? Let's go fight Carthage. We gotta fight folks on. Co- so Maximus assumes leader position, uses
Single
military
column!
strategy to fight these fucking. Oh man, I was gonna say something bad. Let's not say it. All right. He
Brutal
wins.
fight though.
They
God.
win. It was brutal. It was a great fight. Like.
And he saves
Yeah.
Hagen's life where he Hagen, and he fucking dives after him. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how because he gets and he's fucking rookie mistake pulling the goddamn.
I know.
arrow
Yeah.
out.
Don't you
Don't
ever
don't
leave
pull
it
a
in there.
projectile out of
Yeah.
it, all right, leave it for the medical professionals.
It looks
Um,
cool to do though, because you're a manly man when you can pull that out. You're like, oh, and you pull it out, but it's not worth it. Yeah.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt a little bit.
That hurt a little.
Commodus is like, I'm a little fuzzy on my history, but didn't the barbarians lose?
And Commodus this whole
Like,
time is loving it too. Remember,
he's
like the yeah, he's like yeah,
he's just like,
yeah, he's like
he's just like takes his fucking something, knocking his ass and shit. Probably. And his sister's just like, Jesus Christ. I sit next to this. So he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were supposed to lose, right? And he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. He's
Yeah.
like, no, I like it. I want to meet this, the one they call the Spaniard. I
Spaniard.
want to meet this fucking guy. I like him. He comes out to meet Maximus, and we get one of the greatest monologues in movie history.
Oh, he's like rise, 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 and he gets that arrowhead in his hand, yeah, and then he just says, "Slave, you will remove your helmet." Or first he says, "My name is Gladiator," which is such a dope fucking line. "My name is Gladiator." Yeah, and then he takes his helmet off, and then, "My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix legions, and loyal servant to the true emperor, Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next." And that motherfucking piece of shit traitor Quintus is there too, and I'm like, but I love his face though, where he takes off his helmet, and Quintus is like, "Oh shit, like motherfucker, still
Which is just
alive."
got rock hard.
Yeah.
And then what's his face? Fucking Joaquin Commodus just got softer than a fucking.
Yeah,
piece of
his
plate.
reaction is great too, where he's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
He's like, yo, this motherfucker. I swear to God, I thought we killed him.
And then everybody's cheering with that kill or live. They were saying live, right?
Live.
And then he was like, he goes to them. He's like, "Shh."
They didn't.
Yeah,
He's just,
I like that. Yeah, where he does it slowly. It's really good.
he does it loosely. It's
Yeah,
not
he
like.
does that.
Yeah,
And then I like to when Quintus is about to leave, he does that little like my boy, like, come on, man, we're still like that. You know what I mean?
like that. Like that, all right, fucker. He's about to be executed, but Commodus is forced to let him live because the crowd says
The
so.
crowd, yeah, because he needs them in order to succeed as Caesar. So
Lucilla has a secret meeting with Maximus because she's finding out about this too. Like, holy shit.
yeah, she was also in shock. Yeah.
My greatest love is alive still. I like this part where Maximus just chokes her and she's like, yes.
dude. Yeah.
Yes.
Like
And
you
she
wept
tells
for
him,
your father. The way he fucking whispers, like you wept for your father.
grabbing the wall.
I am a slave. What possible difference can I make? Yeah, he's so good in that part.
She tells him to go
She
harder.
says, harder, man, harder.
And she tells him of her plan to overthrow Commodus and that she has a senator.
And they're yelling in this scene. Like, if you're a guard on the outside, you're like, wait a minute, should I be hearing this? Like, this is, I could hear plans to fucking overthrow my boss right now. Like,
I
should
hear treason.
Yeah. He's like, maybe if I turn them in, I could get a handsome reward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fat reward.
Yeah. In his butt, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maximus's next fight is a 1v1 versus the retired champion,
Dude.
Tigress of Gaul.
Fucking dope. Epic entrance, that fucking guy where he says, "The Tigress of Gaul," and the fucking crowd, yeah,
undefeated champion,
and he's in the chariot.
Out of retirement after 5 years.
So dope, and he's in the chariot, Miles. And what does he do?
He does the Roman salute.
He's like, doing the thing, but
Yeah,
his fucking
it's not straight. It's up. All
his
right.
armor is
it's
so fucking cool, dude. He's wearing like no shirt, but he's got the shoulder pads and he's got that helmet with the fucking sliding thing, but the sliding face has a teardrop on it. I'm like, that is fucking gangster, dude. That is so sick. And his weapon choice too.
The halberd, with the and then the
and a sword,
a sword,
and an axe.
I love the part where he's just like, "We who are about to die salute you."
Salute you. Yeah.
And then he puts his fucking helmet
Dude,
down.
but fucking Maximus he fucking stabs his sword in the dirt and he grabs the dirt and he does it like angrily this time and he just fucking throws it down like, "What's up, motherfucker? Let's go." But actually, before he goes out there though, he's like in the hallway like practicing his swings, and then he's talking to Proximo, yeah, and then he's like, "Marcus Aurelius had a vision of Rome. This is not it."
Not it.
And I love what Proximo, he's like, "Marcus Aurelius is dead, Maximus. We mortals are but shadows and dust." And then as he's leaving, "Shadows and dust, Maximus," he just yells at him again. It's so good. I don't know what it is. Like, as he's yelling at him while he's running away, it's like, it's so good.
He's running up the steps.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, this is like in the tunnel.
Yeah.
For like
"Shadows and dust, Maximus." It's so, yeah, he's like practicing with his swings. It's so
and he's
cool.
got to do a stairmaster just to get out there. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm tired as fuck just putting up those.
But with that dirt, dude, he just fucking grabs it and just fucking throws it down. Like, let's go.
We find out that Tigris of Gaul has the cards stacked. Actually, no.
It was just the
With
emperor.
him.
Did
They're
that,
against the cards are stacked against Maximus. It's a fixed fight.
Tigers.
We got tigers. We got tigers being held back from attacking tigers, and they're meant to attack Maximus.
I love Tigris's his fighting style. It's just all offense. He's just like constant pop, 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 like doing spins and shit. He's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Commodus tries to rig the fight with tigers, but Maximus still wins. And I got a soft spot for animals. So every time
when he stabs it, yeah, it's kind of sad.
Stabs
yeah.
it, I'm like, it was an innocent tiger. They just used it for their own
Beautiful
amusement.
tigers, but just the way he defeats this fucking Tigris though, where he slams that thing into his foot, and then he like hits him in the face with the shield, and he bends over. You could see like the blood coming out of the mouth. I'm like, dude, that is so cool. Yeah.
And then the best part when he takes the
axe
and he opens his face mask with
cool.
it.
Yeah,
and he's holding it up, just like that scene where he's just holding it up like this.
Yeah.
And then he just decides, nah.
And he gets cocky with it. He does that. Boom.
He said, "Maximus the Merciful."
Yeah, he like, defies his orders. Yeah, "Maximus the Merciful." Yeah.
Everybody starts laughing.
They still love him.
Yep. Maximus is leaving. He sees Cicero. They embrace. Maximus.
Where he's holding up the thing. General! Cicero!
He slips him a few of his toys.
Sounds so dirty.
Yeah, they are. Oh.
He's like, where you stationed? He says, Ostia.
Ostia. How are the men? Fat
and bold.
Maximus meets. He said, "Tell them their general
Dude,
lives."
and they
Tell
do,
them.
yeah.
Find
He
me.
says, find me. Yeah,
Maximus meets with Cicero, but they hold the Dylan. You son of a bitch.
they do this, and they just like hold like, and they just like do this while they're talking. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's so cool.
Cicero tells Maximus his soldiers are ready to fight for him. Cicero then finds Lucilla and tells her that Maximus will meet with Senator
I
Gracchus.
served your father in Vindibona.
Vindibona.
I served Maximus. I serve him still.
I serve him still.
I serve him
She's
still.
like-
Yeah.
she's like, stop. Maximus tells him his plan of gathering his army, coming back to overthrow Commodus, and leave Rome in the hands of the Senate, the way that Marcus Aurelius envisioned.
Oh yeah.
Commodus, because he just wants to go home, but
Well,
he did.
To
but
go
now he's-
where though? That's what I always think in this scene. I'm like, okay, you take over and then you leave. Where are you gonna go? Like, you have nowhere to go.
Nah, he's gonna be.
Why don't you just kick it with Lucilla?
Shack. Yeah, I was going to say he's gonna shack up with
Yeah.
Lucilla. You know,
Start a new life. Kick that kid out of there. Go put him in the
get the
military.
kid out of there. Put your own in there.
Yeah,
you know,
put him in the
your own
military
bun in
school.
the oven.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck that kid. Military school. Yep. Commodus finds out about this betrayal from who else? Fucking Lucius.
There's a
Like-
lot going on in this last parts
Yeah.
here where they cut a lot between people with Commodus talking to different people and meetings and secret meetings and all this stuff. But yeah, he just basically finds out from Lucius and
captures
Yeah.
Gracchus, who's hanging out with his little boy lover.
dude, they are for sure fucking those two. Yeah. Well,
They
he's like, Master, there's Praetorians coming. He's like,
Are they?
yeah, he's like, go, just don't forget me, okay? Just save
He
your
said, "I was your Praetorian." The guards come for Proximo, but he buys time for Maximus.
Proximo. Yeah, it's so good.
Sacrifices himself when he's that scene where I was talking about earlier when he's handing the. He said, "In the name of the
Yeah.
Emperor,
In the
or
name of the Emperor, yeah.
open this gate." And he's walking slowly.
He's
hands
and I like that one guy too. Do you want to die, old man? He just yells at him. And I like how Proximo's like, he's just walking through the field, like, and then he like hands him the keys or whatever. He's like, I got you, Doc.
I got you. He said, "Excuse me, sir." The guards come for Proximo. The gladiators face off with the guards. Hagen takes an arrow to the chest and
Dude,
dies.
I thought it was to the chest. It's to everywhere. He takes like 3 here, 3 to the back, and he gets stabbed. I'm like, Jesus, he's dead.
But he dies.
But that part though, I skipped over this part where he's talking to the prisoners, and he's like, I only need a couple minutes. You don't have to do this. You guys could just go back in your cells if you want. And they say strength and honor. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's fucking go, baby.
That's just how much, like, even as a general,
Yeah.
he commands this respect. Even after losing his status as a general, he just has.
He's just a
this
natural
way
leader.
about
Yeah.
him. Natural, leader.
And him and
Leader, not-
him and Jaimin too. They do like the little headbutt. Like, yeah, Doc, strength and honor. So cool.
Maximus meets Cicero on the outside, but it's a trap.
Dude,
And,
he gets fucked up. He gets hanged and arrowed. Like, Jesus. He said, I'm sorry, yeah. And it just, no! And he gets fucking arrowed.
Grabs it,
Yeah.
and he grabs it, and he's looking up, and you just see all the. I'm like, oh, fuck. Damn it. Commodus has now planned a 1v1 match in the Colosseum.
Well, before that, we get that part with him and Lucilla where he finds out he can't really do anything to Lucilla, right? He just like kind of like starts talking to her like, I found out about your plan, Lucilla. And she's sitting on that chair and she's just crying, and he fucking grabs her by the face. Just that. Am I not merciful? It's so good, dude. Apparently that was ad-lib too, so her reaction
Really?
was like genuine. Yeah, she wasn't expecting him to be yelling in her fucking face. So it is so good, dude. I fucking love that scene so much. Am
is a
I
very-
not merciful?
They could have used that at the Oscars,
Yeah,
as that
maybe they
real
did.
too,
Yeah, I
right?
don't know. Yeah.
They could. Oh my god. So good. Commodus meets with Maximus before the fight.
I don't have a picture of this, but his armor, Commodus, all white, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? That all white is so sick.
I love it so much. It's so
It's
good.
so
It looks
dope.
like marble.
Yeah.
It looks like marble. He looks like a statue,
Yeah.
a walking statue almost. And it's beautiful. His armor in this final scene
And he's got
is-
like little hanging stuff from his arms, so every time he moves too, we can hear like his shit is like
Yeah.
flapping. Yeah.
he has a 1v1 match against Maximus, to which Maximus says, "You would fight me."
Yeah.
I mean, we're all thinking it.
And he's like
But
hanging like this, and his arms are all fucking jacked. Yeah.
to where he's being the little bitch Commodus is, he takes a little I never do. It looks like it's just
It's
like
a
a little
knife. Yeah, it's a weird little knife, but
sticks it. He punctures
nasty. Yeah.
he punctures
He says,
Maximus.
at first he's like, you and I both thought our father was whatever, right? Are both of our fathers. So let me embrace you like a brother. And he kisses him and then bah, stabs him right in the fucking back.
What does he say there? He said, "Embrace me, brother."
Yeah,
Or
embrace.
he said-
Something about, yeah, he says brother or something like that. And then
he stabs him. He's, and you can see that he's.
I never
Okay.
really understood how that kills him though. Was it super deep? I don't remember, but
It had to, like, right here. He had to have pierced his lung, and if your lung is
okay.
pierced,
Yeah.
that's why he's like having labored breathing.
Mm.
His chest is filling up with blood. I'm sure it's all bad.
He tells him
Maximus
to put the
states-
armor on. He's like, just put his armor on and cover up the wound. And as they're going up that elevator too, where Commodus is just looking up at the lights coming down on him, and he's just like, "Fucking, let's go, baby."
He's just,
Yeah, he's like, "Come on." And I love when they're coming up too, and all the guards, they have like their shields all around them. It's really cool. Yeah.
this is like reminiscent of that fight in the woods that we see of Commodus when he's training.
Right.
This-
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that culmination of that, except this time it's where he thinks he has the upper hand, like he does in that. He thinks he does. He has this false sense of security where he almost ensured his victory.
Apparently, that was a real technique that was used too, where they would injure the soldiers, because I think he was the only emperor to ever fight in the Colosseum, like as a gladiator. But he didn't know this, but like the people who set up the fight would injure the soldiers so he could win beforehand.
I believe that
Yeah.
too. I believe it. Why not? Especially if you have that much power.
Yeah.
And Quintus just this one little fucked up thing at the end, where he just
Oh,
throws
he
the sword.
throws it on the ground. What
Throws
a
the sword on the
fucking
ground.
asshole, dude. Fucking dick. Or remember when also when he picks up the dirt, he does that thing again. Quintus kind of looks at him like, "Oh shit, I remember when you used to do that." Yeah.
He said, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
this shit's real now."
But yeah,
shit.
what a fucking asshole. He fucking throws it on the floor like a dick.
So we get a great fight, even though you see we start getting glimpses of Maximus during this fight, of him going back to those field of reeds
Right,
and
yeah.
getting back to that doorway, and he's getting close to it, almost like he's
fighting with
dying.
like one arm too. He's just
he's-
like
yeah. And he's doing the Neo, just
yeah, he's still defending himself.
but he's like, that's just how good he is of
Yeah.
a warrior, or how shit Commodus is. He grabs the upper hand. Commodus loses
Cuts
the sword.
cuts his like arm like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He loses his sword.
Quintus.
And he asks for Quintus, give me a sword.
And
Somebody, give me a sword.
Give me a sword. Sheathe your swords. It's so
your
good.
sword.
I love that when he says that. He's still a dick, but I just love that line. Sheathe your
Quintus-
swords. And that look
That's
he gives
the,
him after, he just like, go ahead.
Mhm.
This is
He said,
it.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go on, dude. He's the same guy from Limitless.
Yeah, that's where he's from. He's the fucking hitman guy. That's what he's fucking running out. Because I have that vision of him like running through the park in my head. I'm like,
Yeah.
where the fuck is
Like
that
the
movie
Abby
from?
Cornish.
Yeah, I'm like, where the fuck is that from? It's fucking Limitless. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking that for like 3 days. I'm like, where is he fucking from?
Limitless, dude. He's great. He just like seems like a dirty guy.
Yeah.
Like in the streets. I love Abby Cornish.
Oh.
Commodus, he pulls out a knife from here.
I like that where he just
Badass.
yeah, it's
Yep.
so good in slow motion with that.
And he's trying to fight, but Maximus
He's
gains the
just
upper hand.
he's just
takes
dodging him too.
And we get this scene where it's just like,
Where he's
in a
trying to
split-
punch him too.
for a split second, you kind of feel for Commodus, you're like, oh fuck, this is it. Like he's trying to fight for
He's
everything he
trying to
has,
punch him
it's
like that.
nothing.
Yeah.
And he just stabs him in the neck with
It's
his
a
own sword by his own.
great scene. Yeah.
And then we see the death of, like, I think Joaquin Phoenix is like, the look in his eyes, the look
Yeah,
that
totally.
he has.
With the
dying
ketchup on
like
his face. Yeah.
Yeah, when he's like, the ketchup. Exactly. Yeah, it is.
It looks like
huh?
after you bite into like a big burger and there's
Yeah.
just fucking ketchup on your face.
Yeah.
It's so good though, because he kind of like he keeps punching, but as he's going forward, he like almost like stabs himself with it. Yeah,
Uh-huh. And he has that look of like, you see,
and he just
I don't
stops
know.
moving. He's just like, oh.
Um, then we get after that we get
Yeah,
Maximus.
he
He's
just like
just
kind of like lets him fall from the knife, and then he's talking to fucking Quintus, and he's like, he's like when you're like hammered and you're trying to like keep it together, you're like, fucking, I can't. He's like, release the prisoners. I want Senator Gracchus to be, reinstated. Yeah, and
There
all
was a
that
vision of
shit. Yeah, yeah. And then after he was like, Quintus, go ahead and kill yourself after what you did, because you're a fucking cocksucker.
seppuku right now.
After you do all that, I want you to kill yourself because you're a fucking bitch.
And
maybe if you
then
would have
we
handed me my sword, I would have let you live. But guess
Mhm.
what? You're a fucking dick.
Maximus falls over, and this is my only gripe with this is
The kid at the end when he's trying to help,
okay.
it's like, what are you fucking doing, kid? You're not
That's
doing anything. Get out.
okay. This is the second worst gripe. The first one was the kid for sure. The second is Maximus Russell Crowe dying. I just it's not a great.
Yeah, because he's just like eyes open, like
He's just like he goes wider and then he just
yeah.
looks off to the side. I'm like, all right, bro.
I like the
Uh,
music though in the background.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's when you know it's like yeah, okay. And then he's and
and his
as
wife
he's
and kid,
walking,
and they're like, yeah.
mhm, he opens the door and he's got the bloody hand like he just came in. He just sees like his wife and kid, and she even said, and then you get Nick, what was her name? Fucking
Lucilla.
Lucilla. She's just like, go to them.
Yeah.
And I mean, you feel for her. She lost everybody. She's lost her husband. She just lost her brother, and she lost like this fucking guy that was gonna pipe her down till the
Could
end
have
of time.
been, yeah. What could have
Yeah,
been?
which is sad. So Marcus or Maximus dies, and yeah, then Gracchus comes in. Who will help me carry him?
And the
And the
fucking
kid
kid.
runs over like he's gonna do something. The kid doesn't do shit because
I'd
he's
be
just
like,
standing there.
fuck off, kid. You're not even supposed to be here.
One of the guys just like, get out of here. Maximus dies and finally meets with his family. Jaimin visits the
I love
Colosseum
this
at the
ending.
end,
This is my favorite. I love that where he goes back and it's all foggy everywhere, and he just
and we get
puts
the
the
music,
thing in
just
it.
like
Yeah.
he buries the
And what
toys
does he say?
in the dirt, and he says, "I will see you again,
Oh yeah. God,
but
it's
not
so
yet,
good. You're not yet. It's so
not
good. I
yet."
love
And it
that.
ends with not yet, and then
Yeah.
panning up.
You can see the Colosseum. It's fucking dope. Yeah. Love
It's
that
beautiful.
ending. Really good.
And the movie.
End of the movie. Let's go ahead now and rank our fucking deadliest warrior. Finally, we could decide who exactly is the deadliest warrior. And I'm torn, Miles. I'm really torn here. It's between two for me.
Yeah.
Leonidas or Maximus. And I'm leaning towards one, Miles. But
Are you
I'm
really?
interested to hear your thoughts though. It's definitely not Arthur. It's definitely not who else did we review?
Achilles?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, come on.
Shit.
I'm really because it's almost unfair because Achilles, but in this movie he's grounded not as a god, but
Fuck, man.
we know him as a god. I really, I'm gonna say it. I think
What
that
about the way they die though? Maybe that should be part of it since
okay.
their
I'm
fighting
gonna
skills are
say,
so like close together.
well,
Like
I'm gonna
who
say
died the coolest?
for as far as fighting goes, the deadliest warrior who I think would win between these four. I'm gonna throw the Patriot in there. Five. I'm gonna throw Mel Gibson in there. I really think that Achilles is the deadliest warrior
Man,
of
that might
these.
be true.
But
Fuck.
of the best movie in this series, my opinion is Gladiator.
Oh, that's no. Yeah, that of course,
That's
yeah.
no. That's I know. And,
No
and I was thinking
competition.
about this. I was thinking about this too. I'm like, I'm not gonna give. I can't give it to. I can't give it to Maximus. It's hard. Like I would put Leonidas above Maximus in
Yes,
terms of
I agree.
like what
Yeah.
we have here. Um,
God, Leonidas versus Achilles. Fuck. Is there a deadliest like warrior like episode about this? Like, damn, I don't even know who.
I would love to see that something like that.
I think I'm gonna have to go Achilles, honestly.
Yeah,
Now that
yeah.
I'm thinking about it, I have to go
Achilles.
Achilles.
Just what he
That kill
did.
streak is just
Yeah, that kill streak is just insane.
tactical nuke. Yeah.
Dude, that spear throw. That
Oh,
you're not getting close to him. You're not getting close to him.
that's it.
If he perceives you as a threat, you're not getting
Dude,
close to him.
and Leonidas missed his spear throw in 300. So, I mean, that's all you need right
That's
there.
it. That's
That's
it
it.
right there.
Achilles
All right.
is our
So
fucking winner.
Achilles, and then it goes Leonidas, it goes Maximus, and then it goes Mel Gibson and Arthur.
Achilles, Max, Leo. No, Achilles, Leo,
Yo,
Max.
Max.
Who's the fourth?
Uh,
Mel,
Mel Gibson.
and
Yeah.
then Art,
Arthur. Alpha.
Artie,
Artie.
Artie Bucco. Man, wow. Well, it's been a journey with this series. This was very fun. I
Let us know
enjoyed
what
it a lot. It was really fun, especially ending it with the movie that we did with, one of the greatest movies of all time. One of my, God, I think I could put this on top 10. This is one of the top 10 for sure movies ever.
I am right there with
This might be
you.
the
It's
best
top
movie
10.
that we've reviewed on this podcast, but I'm looking forward to the next series too with Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just been such a long time since I've seen any of those movies. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be loose, dude. I haven't.
Yeah, it's
seen,
gonna be loose. It's gonna be fun. Yeah,
I'm gonna.
Keira Knightley.
I want to fucking go to Disneyland.
I know. I'm sorry, God. I'm so sorry, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's different enough where, it's not gonna be like the ride. So, but yeah, next episode, maybe next
Try to
week,
make
hopefully
me
next week.
feel
I don't
better
know.
about this.
We're gonna be jumping into the Pirates of the Caribbean series, and we might have to throw Master and Commander at the end of that. I'm pretty tempted to throw Master and Commander at the end of that just because it's so goddamn good. But go ahead and give them the plugs, Miles, of where they can find our podcast. And we're out of here for today.
Yeah, sortainteresting.com that you can find this podcast and all of our podcasts from the past, our back catalog of all of our series. You can finish up this series if this is the first one you're tuning into. We did 300, we did Troy, we did King Arthur and the Deadliest Warrior series, and all of our socials are linked there. Our YouTube is youtube.com/sortainteresting. Check the link tree in the description for Taryn Huskis's link tree.
Everything.
All of his music,
life.
all
His
of
life.
his shit. Yeah, his life, his OnlyFans,
Hey.
his wait, just kidding. Patreon. Yeah, sortinteresting.com.
That's it. So we will see you for Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl next time, and I'm very excited. So everyone have an interesting day.